Cold Embrace, Icewind Dale. Excellent. The sound is working. Wayne's going to check. I'm so paranoid now. Welcome to Cold Embrace, Icewind Dale, Chapter 1, Session 5. Yeah? We're all sorted? Excellent. I like it. So, last session saw our party... What did we accomplish before we got to Tremorlane? Do you remember? Have you read your notes? No?
I got stabbed by someone. I almost died.
You did almost die.
We found some chimichangas.
We tried to hunt chewingas, yeah.
And then we found the dude eating, what's his name?
Sefek.
Huh?
Sefek?
Bless you.
I was going to swear like that all the time.
So this is the person that you have been tasked to hunt down by Hilda.
That's right.
The dwarf lady. Let me just open up my bloody book.
Oh yeah, we ran into Danica the scholar who sent us to find the chewingas.
Yep.
She said she was going to give us 25 gold coin per chewinga.
Proof, yep.
Evidence.
Per chewinga.
So
We
what
got one chewinga.
I have a dead chewinga.
what
25 chachinga they call that. This.
Chachinga.
I mean, technically, if the body's in half, that's 2 pieces of evidence.
Exactly. I'm going to throw it out and be like, chewing this.
So
Turn into Dad's D&D.
I'm too young for this, guys. What's going on?
do you remember what you were given by Danica to help you track down the chewingas?
Oh, the
The green lantern.
thing.
Green. It's what it
It
is,
is
right?
the lantern that is green, absolutely. The lantern of tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Uh-huh. It's all coming back to me as you say it.
It was only a week ago. It was only a week ago.
Crazy how that works.
And then you stumbled into you nearly burned down a village.
I didn't.
No, you nearly burned down a village. That's right.
I'm a responsible actor.
By shooting a firework into the sky, rolling a natural 1, and catching a thatched roof on fire. So we have you stumbled into the clearing, and you saw. You assume you think you've figured it out that this is the person you're tracking. Why are you tracking them? Do you remember?
Because they have an ice blade.
Yeah, and what's the significance of the ice blade?
Accused of killing people.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you remember what for? I know we're going back a couple of months now.
Wasn't it like killing the sacrifices before they could be...
Correct.
done?
The sacrifices to the Frostmaiden. All right. So then
He also eats chewingas, which is,
disturbing.
how
I
how
didn't-
could you?
I didn't
I
care
know.
before until I started eating.
Is that any worse than trying to shove them in a bag and abduct them?
Who would do that?
No, I never said that.
No one said anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ended up
Never happened, so it doesn't matter.
in Tourmaline at the
Turpentine.
East Side Inn.
The blue
And
clam, right?
We have leveled up our characters.
Level up.
We are now what level?
3.
Level 3. So at level 3, you get to pick a what are they called? Yep, good words, Dion.
Get to pick a word.
What's the little thing? Your specialty?
Subclass.
Subclass. Thank you.
Subspecialty.
Some of you get to pick a subclass.
Yeah.
So
Some people are gods and some people aren't.
Nicole, Torak,
Mm-hmm.
your barbarian yak. What subclass did you pick?
I went Path of the Zealot. Because it is very... I'm just trying to read about it, but it's not anywhere. Hang on. I'm just going to do the manage character and levels and just have a look. It's basically very religious, which my Minotaur is. So I figured that was going to be the best fit for my character.
Excellent. Chicken, Crumb, the dwarf artificer. Artificer, is that what you are?
Yeah.
Artificer, what subclass did you pick?
I picked the Battlesmith.
Battlesmith. And that takes your character in what kind of direction?
So he makes like
He smiths.
automaton
blacksmiths.
robot sort of. What do you call it, dude?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Josh. Shah, the cleric, doesn't get a subclass, but what do you get at
Some
level 3?
spells.
Some extra spells?
Yeah, it casts
Sweet.
level 2 now, I think.
Cool. Hearn, Estrid, the human ranger.
She's just a further ranger at this stage.
More rangery.
More rangery.
What did you pick?
More shooty. Swarms.
Wow, cool. That's very cool. I like that.
Wait, which one's Swarm?
What's the fancy name for it?
He calls bees and shit.
Swarm Keeper. The bees! The bees! So, we wake up in the morning in the East Side Inn.
In the
where
west side.
all of the rooms in this building are connected by underground tunnels. So do we remember who was sharing rooms? We had 2 rooms. You 2 and those 2. Sweet.
I was shacking with Shah.
Shacking with
Shah
Shah.
was
Sounds like a reality
Digging up
TV
his
show.
crumbs.
So, we wake up in the morning. Well, I assume you wake up in the morning.
Hope so.
Oh,
Does
hopefully
anything
I'll pass
happen
away.
overnight then?
DM?
Or?
Nothing happens overnight. Tourmaline and the East Side Inn are safe. I know Estrid set an alarm just to make sure. You guys didn't do anything. You just hit the hay.
Nope.
Nah.
I can't be that fancy, unfortunately.
Fair. All right. And what would we like to do on this fine day in the cold dark of the 10 towns of Icewind Dale?
What was our next?
Crumb's going to get up early and try and find a blacksmith. Hopefully there's one or something similar in town.
Let me just see. So as you're, I guess, walking through the town of Tourmaline early in the morning, you kind of get a bit of a feeling. You would know from kind of like, you know, this is one of the smaller towns in 10 towns. It has a population of about 500 or 600 people. So not huge, not tiny, but there's definitely would be a blacksmith. You can tell by in the early morning, being a blacksmith yourself, you follow the smoke. There's a heavy amount of smoke from the blacksmith stoking the forge, so you can use that to track through the town, and you find a blacksmith.
Yep. So yeah, I'm just going to ask him if I can possibly use his smithing.
His
Forge,
his
that's
anvil
it,
and
yeah.
forge. Yep, cool,
Yeah.
cool. So you meet a human blacksmith. His name is. He doesn't give you his name. Actually, he's very sweaty, stroking up the forge. Do you try to persuade him to? Do you just straight up ask? Is it more of a persuade or an intimidate?
It's kind of a persuade, like, or more of a like, I'm finishing something really cool.
You need the blacksmith to finish your robot.
Yeah, I'll just
To do your robot. Make me a persuasion check.
no. 7 did not persuade him.
Is that a 7? Yeah. He says, look, this is for qualified blacksmiths, members of the blacksmithing guild only.
I am a blacksmith.
What's your name?
Crumb.
Never heard of you.
Crumb Grimline.
Just never heard of your first or your last name.
What's your name?
If you're a member of the blacksmith guild, you would know.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
He says, look, I've got a very busy day. Come see me in the evening.
I only need about 2 hours of your time. If you let me, I can help you after.
He looks around. Half a day's work on top of letting you use the forge for 2 hours and 5 gold.
And 5 gold.
Mhm.
I'm making you money though.
You're using my facilities. You're in the way, stopping me from working. Crumb the tight ass.
Alright, gold.
Wait, did we go with him? I wasn't paying
Nah,
attention.
he woke up early.
Well, guess let's get his money then.
I don't have much. I'm sure you can have half of my gold.
Oh, rich fourth.
Not gonna try to barter him.
Nah.
Happy with it?
Yeah.
He really wants his robot.
Yep.
Cool. So, do you need to make any checks or anything like that? No.
No.
Just happens you just need 2 hours of time.
I just, thought I would need some time to actually make it.
That's fair.
Or
We'll
finish making it.
We'll come back to you guys in a sec.
That's right.
Make me a... What would smithing be? That would be a... Like, when you're working through the day with him to help.
Mm-hmm. Performance check? No.
No, not a performance. It would be a...
Survival.
Nah...
History.
Not a history. I don't know. Let me think. Let me have a little look-see. Not really a performance, is it?
Arcane?
No, you're just doing regular blacksmithing.
Strength check. Ambling's probably hard work. Never done it, so I
True.
don't know.
Intelligence? Because it is an intelligence thing.
Give me an intelligence check and an athletics check. One at a time. Pick one. Which one first?
Intelligence, oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy, I'm not rolling well today. Intelligence was 9, and what was the other one?
Strength. Athletics.
So, 7 and a 7. 9 and a 7. Sorry.
So basically, throughout the day, you make your little thing while he's stoking up the forge. His wife brings him some like cured ham for breakfast while he's stoking the forge and stuff. He eats, doesn't offer you any,
I don't want any.
and it's okay. He doesn't offer you any, and
That's okay, 'cause I didn't want any.
and then once you're done making your little contraption, doing what you need to do, he basically puts you to work, and you would know in your profession. You know when someone doesn't they're just in the way all the time. You know when you're trying to cook dinner,
Well,
and
maybe I'm just not performing. 'Cause I don't
someone's
care.
just in the way, and he's just like, there's a lot of eye rolling
So
and
I can
sighing.
leave early then,
Highs or lows?
because that's kind of
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Look, you perform so poorly. He does. After like an
Nailed
hour
it.
of getting in the way, he's like, look, I really appreciate the help. Where's your blacksmith? Where do you normally black iron blades?
Yeah.
Is that what? So you
Yeah.
tell him, and he's like, no, that makes sense. And he says, look, I appreciate the help, but look, and you see there's like stuff everywhere, half finished things that he's working on. He's like, oh, we're done for the day.
Guess I'm gonna bring out my little steel defender and turn it on in front of him,
Yeah.
and then just walk out with it rolling next to me.
You just hear like a big sigh, just, and basically, on top of your 2 hours, it takes an extra hour of your time.
Okay.
So this would be like,
Because I'd say
5,
I would have got
6.
up at 5,
so it'd be what's that?
8:30, 9.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. By the time you make it back, I'm assuming you're heading back to the
Yeah.
east
Side.
East Haven, east
Yeah.
side. Yep.
The west side.
So in the morning, Shah, you woke up and you see that Crummer's gone. Do you leave any kind of note or indication? No, doesn't care.
No.
Cool.
Did a runner in there.
Did.
One night stand, one and done. Okay, then.
So, do you? How would Shah react? How does Shah react?
Probably wouldn't give two shits, to be
Okay,
honest. He's been
cool.
pretty lonely for a while, so.
Yeah.
One tear. One single tear.
What about you guys? What's your morning routine?
Sleep.
Anything? Sleep? Just sleep in. Nurse a bit of a hangover, probably. Yeah.
Don't really have one because not really much need.
Fair enough. Far from home.
Yes.
So by the time you're kind of milling around, done in the morning, about 9 o'clock, Crumb makes his way back to the east side inn. Do any of you question where he was or anything? Nobody cares.
I'm just practicing my bone whistle.
Is he
Are you
young
was it a
independent
fox or a
dwarf?
whale?
No, I got rid of that one, but apparently I got another whistle. And I don't know how I've got that, but apparently I do.
Practicing your bone whistle. Is that what the kids call it?
Yeah.
So, what's the plan for today?
What was our plan last time? I feel like you can't remember. Was it? Oh, we get our money for the chewinga.
Yep, and that was in Dugan's Hole.
Right, so that's the other.
The
Well, don't we need to...
Or do we want to get more?
This is a term lane where they were going to set up the caravan.
Yes,
We
it
need
is.
to go check out the
yes,
caravan
Yes, that's
because
right.
they were going to set it up today
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Talks
in the
caravan.
town centre.
Yeah, we can
Yep.
go there then.
So, is there anything you need to prepare or do?
I will cast on when he gets back, on all three of us when we get out. I'll cast aid.
There's
So
4 of you.
No, excluding me.
not on
Yeah,
you.
those three. So everyone's get.
I was like, who's getting shafted?
You will get a temp 5 hit points for 8 hours.
Oh,
Don't even have to concentrate. It's fucking awesome.
That's really cool.
I would get up and go to the weaponsmith. But on my way, where are they all at the moment?
Oh, kind of milling around.
As I'm walking out the door, I'd flick those 2 pouches of 25 gold each.
Oh, I forgot about all of that.
Thank you. So I knew that was going to happen.
Dunker.
I'm down to... Oh, back up to 30 gold.
spender.
I got fucking what I got. Fuck.
So, as you're heading... Did you say you're going to the weaponsmith?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. On your own?
Yeah. Don't need anyone to wander off.
Cool. Are you guys going to the town square?
Yeah, I guess so. Guess we would.
Go scope out. Are you huddling in a group? Are we going stealthily? Are we marching straight up to the thing? Like, what are you expecting? What's the plan? Do we have a game plan?
I don't really know if we really need to be.
Because what are we seeing them again for? It was for chasing him down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And he would know what we look like.
Yeah, true.
So I could disguise myself. You guys hang back.
Mm.
I can go like, say hello.
Mhm.
With my incredible charisma.
Is it low?
Yep.
That's rough.
If we want to do that.
Or, if he sees us, we can kind of gauge his reaction. Like, if he runs, then we can kind of trap him.
I don't know if we can, because he can just fuck off
Yeah, he
whenever
can't
he wants, to
teleport.
be honest.
We need a net. Put him in a net.
Do you have a net?
Maybe.
The answer's probably
Should
not.
have had jiu-jitsu as my background. Put him in a hold. I don't know.
You can try to grapple him. You're probably a strong boy.
Actually, I can grab him because I'm one size larger.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for reminding me that.
I just feel like if we're going to approach the entire caravan, it might be a mistake. Because what if
Yeah.
everyone else joins in on the fight? He was tough on his own.
What do you reckon, Crumb?
Yeah, you've been too quiet.
Yep.
So do we have a plan? Are we going stealthing to try to uncover Sefek?
We could disguise
So
a
the-
little robot to be a little dude and walk up. Can you talk through it or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes that.
You're going to the weaponsmith?
Mm-hmm.
While they're discuss amongst yourselves what you're going to do. What's
Should
your
we
plan?
go to the tavern
That's all
and have
that's nice.
breakfast while we discuss this?
Because I have a meeting and I assume I've used it at this
Yeah,
stage.
yeah, easy peasy.
So I just go to whoever I would
Yep.
expect in town.
Yep, you would
and
know.
see what he has for stock.
You would know.
Arrowheads, arrows, whatever they're stuffing.
Sure. So we've got some. Where are they hiding? There we go. Get some arrows. 20 arrows cost you 1 gold piece.
Does he have anything extravagant?
Just generic, regular stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Let's take 2 bundles then.
Do you have a bow, right?
I have a longbow.
Yeah, that's pretty much as good as it gets, unless you want to buy a crossbow, which is about the same. It just has it's half the range, and it takes you basically only fire it every second time. Heavy crossbow is slightly better. He's probably unlikely to have one of those.
So I'll just buy the arrows. Then.
Yep, sweet. So 2 bundles of arrows.
Yeah.
2 gold, thank you.
Done.
Sweet. Alright, as you make your way back, these 3 bumbling idiots are still trying to figure out their plan of attack.
What if I disguise myself as a random person so they run away, and then I can charm them to come, if I can. We can bring them back to our room and just do whatever we need to do. Because I'm not sure what we need to do.
Is that what you say to all the girls? Or?
Do I?
I'm quite young
When I
still,
walk
so
back,
I
do I
haven't
notice
figured
them
that
do
out.
anything?
They're just kind of like sitting around. They're just being like,
Are they in the town square?
no, they're still back. They haven't left
That's
yet.
really funny.
They haven't left yet.
I go back and hear them doing these weird schemes.
Mm-hmm.
I wander off again then.
Uh-huh.
So
Leave them to it. So,
I just waltz out with a little bit of a jig in my step. I walk up to one of the caravan vendors and say, "What do you got for sale?" I haven't seen you in here for a week or 2.
because you weren't at the...
Not till right at the
He
end.
wouldn't have seen you. Cool. So basically, as you approach the caravan, Torga Icevein is the leader of the caravan. Her caravan consists of 3 heavily laden dog sleds.
With 18 dogs.
Each one is pulled by six dogs.
There's a flag.
There is a flag. Do you remember what's on the flag?
Gold wolf glove.
So there's one of the guys you see.
You can
an
buy
old-
wood, flint, tinder, fur, potions, whale oil, wine, ale, medicine, or poison.
So you see a bunch of mothers haggling with one of the vendors at the traveling thing over the price of whale oil, and you hear them saying, "The price of whale oil has doubled since last time you were in town."
Whale oil,
For
beef
their
cooked.
lanterns, and the vendor is just like, "Look, it's hard. It's inflation. It's the economy. It's just the way it is."
It was a bit too much.
And they're kind of exchanging money. You see a fur trader selling furs to a dwarf, a female dwarf, and she's big and boisterous and loud, and she's basically saying to the fur trader the price, and he's unhappy with the price she's willing to pay. And you see casually lounging with his arms behind his head on one of the backs of one of the sleds. You see a well-built man who appears to be in his 30s. He has an olive complexion and dark hair pulled back into a ponytail and no facial hair. He's dressed in a stylish vest with matching pants and boots, similar in style to those worn by the mariners of the southern Sword Coast. He make a perception check. 73.
14.
You notice that he's actually surprisingly not wearing any armor, and he's also not wearing any cold weather gear. Everyone else is rugged up. What now, wizard?
Alright. Well, so yeah, they all work for the same dwarf. They just try and sell part. Like,
Oh, they're kind of like, running the stall. It's kind of like a bunch of different. There's a bunch of henchmen. She's
do I notice if Torga is there?
Torga is the female dwarf.
Yeah. Runs
She's
it.
there. Yep.
She's there.
Yep. There is Torga, the guy with the ponytail, and 4 other people selling and trading and stuff like that. Done. And what, you guys come up with a plan yet? You gonna disguise yourself?
Yeah, so I just walked back up to my room.
Good chat.
Yep.
I think that's the best plan we've got.
The disguisey boy, and you're gonna wait in the go somewhere
Hide behind the door.
far enough away, hide behind the door.
Yeah, and then we lead them into the room, slam it shut, and then right in the back of the head, done.
What door?
Isn't there a door?
They're in the middle of the town square. They have a bunch of
No, wasn't Sharp leading them back to the little apartments?
I can try. You're just gonna wait there.
Really quietly.
All right. Okay. Okay. So is that your plan? You're gonna try to lure him back somehow.
Where should we lure him actually?
You're going on your own. Hang on. To a guy who nearly killed 2 of the party.
But
and
you won't know it's me.
teleported away. But he won't know it's you.
No.
All right. So
Yeah, look, that's probably not a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. I got a little intelligence.
Oh, also, I'm gonna get my Steel Defender to follow
Estrid,
Estrid.
do you need to give it commands?
Yeah.
Would you like to write down the commands that you're giving it?
Just follow.
Okay, just follow, not protect. Do you need to activate it or anything like that?
No, it's activated.
Okay.
I'll just tell it to.
Cool.
Follow Estrid.
Cool. All right. So at the moment, we have. Let's do a little bit of this. We have the Steel Defender and Estrid.
Disappointed there's no little wagons.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know.
So we're all split up. So,
Communication is fantastic, guys.
what are you 2 bumbling idiots gonna do?
Well,
You're disguising yourself?
I think that everyone's just doing their own thing, so...
Are you gonna
Why?
follow
There's so
with
much
Sharp?
into it.
I think I'm gonna wear a top hat. I'm gonna get a top hat. So I hide it once and then we'll be fine.
Where from? Where
I
would
don't
you
know.
like?
Stand out a bit more.
Disguised. I don't know what to do. I'm just
seen you before.
gonna stand out, aren't I?
You're the second yak I've seen.
So we have a ranger.
Weird.
We have a short dwarf with a little robot. We have a giant Goliath surrounded in petrified jellyfish. And we have a big yak. You're all going to stand out except for the ranger.
Yeah, look.
The dwarf shouldn't stand out.
With his
Dwarves
little
are super-
weird robot, maybe.
Dwarfs are real common in this area.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
have my robot before.
That's true. So, what's the plan? Are you just going to follow along with Shah and just kind of hide in the... Stay back and hide and see what happens?
I think
Be there
so.
for support?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So-
going to disguise myself as a relatively good-looking 9-foot tall woman.
A
Relatively.
Goliath woman or a human
No, a
woman?
human woman. Just
Like,
a very, oh, wait, that's not gonna
what's her
work.
name? Wow. What's her name from Harry Potter? The giant
Yeah,
lady?
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do yes.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Yep, sure.
Cool.
Won't stand out at all.
So, you're
I'm shopping.
shopping. Are you going to go up and shop?
Yeah, I'm just going to try and blend in.
So ask them what they've got. So they gave us a list before.
Yeah.
And so looking through, I kind of just blankly ask, what poisons and medicines do you have?
So essentially, one of the little guards kind of comes up to you, and he's one of the little salesman guardy people, the henchmen.
And I kind of half listen to him, and I look around and see if there's any kind of high
says-
help they have.
He says, "This is the best poison. It's for killing rats and vermin and small like little weasels and stuff like that. It's not really strong poison, but it's like it's D&D rat
pesticide.
sack.
Yeah.
And he goes on this big spiel while he's talking. Make me a perception check.
23.
You see that the where are you hiding?
Did I would have seen the little robot with Chrome when I quickly went back and checked on them, didn't I?
Yeah, the robot's following you.
And then, so when I left, the robot started following me, did it?
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Do you get it yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We know already anyway.
So,
I just would like to ask, is there any like cages with animals and shit in them? No, like
Not that
chicken
kind of trains.
cages.
just the 18 dogs. You're gonna set them on fire? That's what's happening. So you see you see the dwarf with a sword at a hilt, and you know from your experience that the 4 salesmen are probably hired thugs, bodyguards, protection, and obviously old mate Ponytail lounging around, very casual, very nonchalant. But you, from talking to the rest of the party, he fucked him up. So you know that he's probably the biggest threat.
So kind of I mentioned, like, and what about your real stuff you've got for sale? Not this run-of-the-mill.
He says, "This is all we've got.
I don't believe him.
This is it. Would you like to try to persuade him, or would you like to try and intimidate?"
I'd like to try and... I'd like to try and persuade him and just say, oh, well, if you're not going to show me the good stuff, then I'll ask Torga over there what she's got good going today.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh, that's not a goodie. 16.
Oh, 16.
That's alright.
So
Yeah, it's better than 4.
he's in fact better than 4.
It's not too hard to beat up.
He kind of like looks around, and he's like, puts his hand out, and he's like, we probably shouldn't do this in the town square. And he like looks over at Torga, and he like winks, and then he leads you away to like off the main street, takes you down an alleyway.
The little robot follows me too.
The little robot follows you as well.
Little friend.
So, you are positioned how far away from, like, one turn of, like a charge away from the caravan, or, like, 2 turns away?
Yes, but I make sure that no one at the caravan can see
So I gave
me.
you 2 options. 1 turn or 2 turns away. And you just said yes.
I would say 1 turn, as
So-
long as I have something obscuring me
Yep.
from the caravan.
Cool.
But I can still see Shah.
Cool. Make me a stealth check.
Giant yak stealthy. He's got his fucking glasses with the nose on it.
Oh no.
That's not what I
A natural 1,
No.
but not much
The
better.
fud of the dice
Look.
as well.
Yeah.
It's the natural stealth roll for a yak.
It's very true.
Well, I rolled a 2, but I have a +2, so I've got to a 4.
Oh!
Oi!
I'm a
Yeah,
stealthy
fine.
yak.
Plus 2 stealth.
Yeah, I'm a stealthy yak. Just not at this point. Did you roll a 1?
Did you
Did
really?
I actually manage to...
Did you really?
You don't get to know. I'm the dungeon.
By that face, you know.
let's get out just in case shit goes down.
No. This will be completely fine.
Probably.
Probably, maybe.
So.
Everything is under control. There's no problems at all. Fuck.
Just in case one of you gum nuts decides to do something silly or try to hide and roll a 4.
That's you.
What?
I don't know. What?
Me? No.
I'm hidden in my top hat. Are you really wearing a top hat?
No.
Oh,
She doesn't have one.
maybe she made one.
Yeah.
Just out of the quilt.
Yeah. Just like sinks on her head. Oh,
Is that the caravan?
Yeah, these are sleds.
No, this is some solid caravan.
Shut up.
You a mess now?
You immersed. And he's laying down. So, Shah,
Mm-hmm.
we're having a little chat to one of the guardsmen, right?
Yes.
You are
I am attempting to buy some flint and steel.
Mhm.
Flint and tinder, sorry, because I lost mine to the chimichangas.
That's true. Very, very true. So the salesman, the nice salesman, he says that he goes to his little shopping list and tells you how much a flint and steel is. And he says tinderbox. So you would know that a regular price for a tinderbox would be 5 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And he says 15 silver, thanks.
Ooh, that's expensive.
I forgot you were pretending to be a lady.
I'm new for around here.
He says he's like, look, it's inflation, it's the economy, it's Marbo, it's the vibe. He's like, look, that's what Torga, that's how
I
much.
start just stroking his arm, but that's so expensive though.
Is this some kind of persuasion?
Sure.
Give me a persuasion check.
Arm rub.
Oh, fuck.
Arm rub check.
Check. There's a 9 for that one. The old 9.
Let's see if he's perceptive
Look, lass, you're a bit.
enough to see if, oh boy, he like,
Yeah.
sorry, looks up at
Yeah.
you. He's kind of into it.
When I'm like stroking his arm,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got like a little pouch
This is
there.
so much like Game of Thrones.
Are you trying to rob him? He doesn't have any cash on him.
I've seen the giant blood moon.
So
Brand of
the
Tom.
guard says,
I'll perch myself up on the table.
my name is Eric.
Oh.
What's yours?
Sheila.
Sheila. And he kind of strokes your arm back. He's like, that's a lovely name. He says, okay, for you, 10 silver.
Alright.
But only if you promise to meet me at the
No.
tavern later.
I'll whip out my little notebook. What
Is
time?
your notebook, would it be like a jellyfish skin?
Not now. Because I'm disguising.
Oh, okay. Does your disguise affect everything?
Yeah.
Okay,
So like
okay,
it's
cool, cool,
changed
cool.
my clothing
Yeah,
and everything
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I think. Pretty sure it does.
Sure, let's go with the yes. It would be way more
So
hilarious.
I'll write down what time.
He says, after we're done here, sundown,
Sundown.
10 silver. Make it 9. Because I rolled so bad. But only if you promise. And he gives you the tinderbox, and you go to take it, and he grabs your hand and kisses you on the hand.
Do like Constitution saving throw for that?
Do we see this?
You're in your room.
Well, I do.
You do, 'cause you're doing a terrible job of hiding, and you are up the alley.
Yeah, Yeah.
down a side alley.
Nicole's
So no.
doing like the Shaggy and Scooby-Doo fighting.
Yeah.
Benny Hill music plays. Yeah. So
Then, once I've done that, eyes on him walking away, little look back.
you see he takes the silver pieces and he goes and puts it in a lockbox in the back caravan. There's like a little petty cash box, like
So
a
the same
lockbox.
one.
No, the back one where
The back
where
one.
Sefik is lounging on,
Right.
and he puts the money in there, locks it back up.
Yeah,
They all have a key.
They all have a key. Does anyone else see that?
Nope. Perception check me.
I definitely wouldn't notice it.
Nicole's never gonna notice.
Would you like some fresh dice?
She'd be like, "Ooh, a butterfly."
Oh, yes, I will.
Ooh, a piece of
Perception
candy.
check. Hang on. That's an 18.
Nice. Yeah, you see him pull a key out. You notice that you see when the other guys and Torga go and money changes hands, they put it all in the lockbox. So, Estrid, you follow the guy down the alley, and he kind of like looks around, peeks around the corner, and he says, you're here for the lottery. You're here for the lottery.
Yes.
He says, well, the fee is 20 gold for this time around.
What's a guarantee?
You should know. Make me... Hang on. Highs or lows? Highs or lows?
Rise.
He says, it guarantees you exemption from this... No. He says it guarantees you exemption from the next round of sacrifices. He pulls out a little notepad and he says, what town are you from?
Don't have one.
He says, oh, that's strange. And what name do I put so that we can scratch her off the lottery?
Like Clarence.
Clarence? Make me a...
Clarence.
Make me a...
You don't look like a Clarence.
Doesn't matter. He notes it down and he says, well, I'll just put you down as an exemption in all of the towns.
Sure.
He takes a note.
I tell him, look, at this stage, I'm not going to be in a town next reset, but no, next time. But I'll come back and see you when. But I'm also looking for any exotic goods you have today, more so than the lottery.
Roll me.
There's a story being told in the background.
There is.
No. Do I get advantage on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck you.
Absolutely.
I'm rolling horribly.
That's better.
Where is it? That would be 18.
Let me just see. Non-lethal.
Yep.
Fuck, how long did my spell last?
Why? I should have already. I should know all this stuff because then you do something dumb like this. You see, as you're talking to him, Estrid, you just see
Still my exotic goods.
his eyes go cross-eyed, and he just like slumps to the ground.
Cool. So I realise what's happening.
I'm gonna,
So
Step
I
out
will
from around the corner.
Yeah.
Cool.
quickly check through his pockets.
Mhm.
Just have a ruffle around, see if he's got any goods on him. They're
Yeah.
like small little.
and I'm just gonna say we need the key.
And then he says, I need
Esther
the key.
doesn't know about the key.
He has a key around his neck.
So I'll have a look for that too. Did I find it?
Yep. It's literally on a cord around his neck.
Is Crumb with me at this point?
Yep.
I give him the key. I'm like, hit me as hard as you can in the face.
Make me an attack roll.
This is fucking
Do I get advantage on that or not really?
mean, if
oh
like,
yeah, go yes, because he's like Esther's literally just like just fucking hit me. That's why I'm making him roll. Nah, it's cool. You hit.
16.
It's not cool. Because if you roll double ones or something, something funny could happen. So you basically just punch Esther in the face. Give me a d6.
Remember, you got 10 hit points as well.
No, it should only do 4 damage.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't have a dice roll anyway.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
As it
So you take 4 damage.
caught me right in the forehead.
Yeah. Wherever you need it to go.
I had a nail down so it couldn't hit me in the forehead. And then I just drop down next to the other guy.
Cool.
I'm gonna get the key and open up a little steel defender in his little body and put the key in there and shut it again.
Yep.
And then he's just gonna
And I tell him, they know the robot's with me, but you should leave.
so I'm just gonna walk off
Yep.
another way.
And I will just stay on the ground until otherwise noted.
Not gonna yell out anything or
Would they have heard like a...
not
Really,
really. Couple
sounds or
punches
something?
and stuff. There's too much hustle and bustle in the town.
No, because they're not going to hear that
Just leave it.
anyway. They're
Cool.
just like on ground days.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
So essentially within a couple of minutes, you, Shah, and Torak, you see the guy laying down on the back of the caravan, kind of like look around. You're still kind of, I don't know, looking at goods or
Yeah, I'm starting to walk
whatever.
over. He's
Yeah,
jumping.
just following you, like, and the little guard guy's following you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
kind of just like pretending to like.
I'll just pick up things as I walk along.
Yeah. You see that the guy gets up, looks around, and walks in the direction of the alleyway.
Is he further than 30 feet away from me?
Yes. Is it 5?
So he walks and
Just.
looks around the corner.
Who, the guy or them? Because he's not.
He's
He's
not.
30
No.
feet away from you exactly
Yeah.
So he looks down the alley,
at the moment.
calmly turns around, turns back, and makes his way back.
Did he make eye contact with me at any point then?
As it was.
Highs.
Yes. Do you want him to or not?
Yes.
Cool, yes, he does.
When he catches eyes,
Uh-huh.
I'll accidentally drop something,
Mhm.
and as I'm going down the drop, I'll cast Charm Person on him.
Oh no. Can you be charmed? Should we find this out last time? This might be a big.
Oh fuck! He can't.
this
can
might
he?
be a big,
He's
big
fucking
mistake.
immune
Oh
from it.
no.
I've forgotten. He's 100% immune from it.
I'm pretty certain.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, it's too late now. I've cast it. Oh, he won't be happy with a very large lady. I'll just run around the corner. I'll be fine. Fuck.
That's hilarious. Let me just double check.
This is all coming done really quickly.
So
The brain's theory.
make me a. I'm still checking, but make me a history check. Let's go with that. to remember. That's
So that's a big whopping 7.
Oh, you're minus on
Got
that.
minus.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
How are you minus on intellect as a cleric?
Because they're all wisdom based,
Yeah.
which is really awesome.
I'm just getting my actions page up ready.
um,
Fuck.
yeah, he's immune to that, isn't he? Cool. So
I definitely.
you
dusted
cast a
them.
spell, and then you're like, oh wait a minute.
I was kind of trying to cover it, but not. It was kind of like a wave.
Highs or lows?
Just
Nice.
waving at him.
Highs.
Doctor Strange thing.
He makes eye contact with you, and he sees you kind of like.
Finger gun him.
Roll initiative.
Fuck!
It's just that scene from The Simpsons where Grandpa Simpson's like coconut breast falls out.
Can I roll initiative as well?
Yeah, absolutely. You have
Seriously,
to.
thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I mean, technically, it's only us two, right?
This is
So you guys are like chilling, yeah?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Not you yet, chicken.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
This is going so smoothly, right?
yeah. Well, it was.
And not
21.
you yet. Either.
Me
21.
and Hearn were gonna steal all the money.
Yeah, where's the distraction?
We're about
Yeah.
to be
Where's
Richie Rich over here.
8.
Oh, lordy.
I would just get him to chase me and we'll be fine.
Thorak rolled an 18.
21.
Fuck me. Shah rolled an 8.
Oh, we should roll that high initiative, fuck.
Were you walking away by this point?
Me?
You're already walking away, weren't you?
I was kind of just in the crowd.
Meandering around.
Yeah, so I wasn't walking
Alright.
away yet.
Thorak, you're a little bit closer now. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are they going straight into brawl? Brawl.
You don't know. You're up. You can hold your actions.
I'm not going to do anything because this is a bad spot to start combat. I'm basically just going to turn to Shara and just say, hey,
No, you can.
yeah, I'll just say, oh, no, I can't say anything to you, can I?
You can. You can say things, but you need to be careful with what you say.
Because you're kind of in the clear right now.
Okay.
Oh, I have such a good idea for you, but I shouldn't say anything.
Correct.
Oh, you could do something hilarious right now.
Just gonna hold your action.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is he still a lady?
Very
A
much
9
so.
foot tall lady?
Very
Yes.
much so.
What is
Oh. I could totally come in and just be like, we should go. Let's go to the tavern and get a drink.
If you would like to.
It's
Yeah.
up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Cool. So move up next
mad
to.
flirting? Hey, sexy.
Make
Meow.
me a performance check.
Fuck.
Ever had a bit of yak in your life?
Oh, man.
Oh no, Nicole.
Ones that matter.
Was it a 1 that mattered?
It's a 2 that mattered.
You love rolling
I
twos.
know.
Is that your heavy dice?
Look, I just don't flirt very much.
Fair.
Hey, stuttering a lot. We should go to the tavern.
I think you're real pretty.
Look, he didn't roll much better. Just so you know. So you see the bandits kind of like mill about. Oh, knock over the caravan, doing their thing. And then you see the man with the ponytail.
Does he look
He
pissed?
looks at you, and you see his hand go behind his back. Shah, your turn.
Is there a big crowd anywhere?
Yes,
Okay. I will
all around.
pick my dress up and go and run off into the crowd. double movement as fast as I fucking go.
Legging it?
Yeah, and I'm going towards an alleyway
So
possibly.
you're actually just going to turn around and sprint?
Yep. Hold my dress and run into an alleyway. As fast as I fucking can.
Highs or lows?
Highs. So I'll use a dash action and I'll go 60 instead.
Alright, go for it.
Is he running past me at all?
Ish. So you're just fleeing the scene.
And I'll do a little look back as I'm running away.
You see...
Trying to encourage him to come. I'm going to make eye contact with him to like come follow me.
Torak, you're up.
Torak would probably be not sure if that was a rejection or not. And I guess just,
Follow?
yeah,
Running or just a regular move?
just a regular move.
Okay. So... you looking back as you're running away? Or are you down an alley?
I'm looking back as I run away, and then I want to pop, if I can in that movement, I'll pop down an alleyway. And then I'll drop the sky self.
So Sefek, the man with the ponytail, walks over to the dwarf, and the dwarf gives a whistle. I can't do a whistle. It does a whistle, and you see the guards, the salesmen, start to shoo away the customers and pack up.
That's alright.
You didn't know what was going on?
You can't see any of this happening.
What's happening?
You hear the whistle, but you don't know what it means.
So
Do I hear the whistle?
Yes.
do I not know what the whistle would mean? That they're leaving town kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a secret signal that only
Okay.
they would know.
While that's happening, you know how forehead wounds like bleed a lot? I'd be like putting a whole bunch into this, like dripping it into the snow while I'm
Yeah.
down on the ground to
Yeah.
make it look like it was like
Like a wrestling match
Like-
from the 90s. Yeah, yeah,
Someone
Just-
attacked him.
yeah.
Both
just,
of them.
just make it look like that I was like smashed in the head,
mhm.
and then like faint, kind of, you know, concussion looked,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and just stay on the ground.
Torak, Shah.
If he didn't follow, I'll just drop the sky self, go back to the giant form, and just waddle back out into the crowd and act like nothing happened.
Keep an eye on the caravan.
Try
Stay.
and keep
pretty
us away
close-ish.
from each other, I'll say. Go separate ways. Do not hang out together now.
So you're heading your way back in.
Not towards the caravans, but like on the perimeter, just
Yeah.
in case I see
Yeah.
my friends running back in.
A turn away or like
Yeah.
within charge range?
Oh, actually, I'll go a bit further away. So that way they
Yep.
can barely see me.
Sweet, sweet. Yes, no?
Yeah, I guess so.
So everyone kind of like
I'd
starts.
just be still walking in crowds and stuff, trying to be as blended in as possible for a yak.
Wish I had a top hat.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Backtracking a little bit. When we were looking at the carts, when I was looking at the carts before, are they just? What is the difference between the three of them?
One is. I have this information.
Because I would have noticed this, right?
Yeah. Yep. So one of them, the back one that Ponytail was laying on, has like provisions and stuff. You see that that's not
not
where the
sale.
sale one is.
Yeah.
So you get the idea that that's where all their goods and supplies are, their provisions. And then the other two, the front two, are there's crates. They have little fold-out little
Do they look
canopies and
Do they
stuff.
look different to each other? The three.
The back one probably looks better made.
Okay. And the other two look pretty much the same.
Yeah. Cool. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm still on the go.
I've got no clue where the other two are, so I'm just in the crowd.
Mhm.
Don't know what's going on.
Look, I'm just keeping an eye on the caravan, just making sure they don't leave town.
You hear Torga say, that's it, folks. We're sorry. We're all sold out. We're sold out today. All of our goods are gone. And you hear a few people protest and everything. They're like, but we can see the things. She's like, nope, sorry, that's it. We got to be on our way. We got to see a man about a dog. And they basically fold down their sleds. And they mount up.
Oh, fucking horrible.
So they're just abandoning one of their people.
Highs and lows.
So am I walking back yet?
Mhm. Yeah.
Where am I?
Where do you want to be?
I want to be on the board.
Yeah. Where would you like to be?
Somewhere. Do we want to fight him or not?
I got one last idea. If you're willing to trust it.
Probably
You're gonna
not.
have to toss me.
Huh?
Probably not in the middle of a town.
This won't cause blood. This might help us.
He says with such confidence.
Yeah. It's up to you guys. I mean, you wouldn't know, so yeah, you do whatever you want.
The way you're doing it or what?
Alright. If I can, I'll run back down the alleyway, disguise her again, back into the tall lady, and try and find the guy that I flirted with before and go, ooh, you want to take me? Ooh. And run up to the caravan.
Oh boy.
I don't know how to handle this.
Oh boy.
Of all things you were prepared for, this is not.
Yeah. You're absolutely spot on. So it's the guy at the front. So as they're leading their sleds out, he's leading the front sled, and you run up to him, and he like stops the sleds, and all the other sleds behind him, and you hear Torga yell like, "What's the hold up?" Are you trying to go on board with him?
We're leaving so soon.
Make me a persuasion check.
Fuck. 12?
Torga yells, "No passengers!"
I'll like attempt to start getting up on the chair.
Getting onto the sled.
See what he does.
Highs or lows?
Highs, and I go shh, and I'm jumping on.
He like pulls up one of the canopies, and he like
Oh my god.
somehow
How long can you hold that form for?
I got one more spell to cast it in though, so technically two.
Oh my god.
all right.
I don't know how to save him now.
You don't need to save me, I'm saving us.
What?
We've got a tracking now, like I can get the gold for us.
How?
I don't know, we'll figure that out.
We won't be able to find you.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Torg says, your guy's name is Eric. Where's Ragnar? They all look around. One of them's like, yeah, where's Ragnar? And they all start searching for their missing comrade.
Can I attempt to... So is there like a cloth backing to this? Like where you've
Yeah, you
set up-
basically got like a
Right.
tarp over you.
I'll peek over and I'll see if I can loot anything in here first. Is there like anything of value?
You're in the
Or is this a shit fucking one?
you're in the one that has some rations, a couple of bottles of wine. You rummage through some medicine, some ale.
I might pocket a couple of bottles of wine. And then I'll attempt to stealth to the next cart. Sneaking.
Go for it. Give me a stealth check.
Whilst they're distracted. Ooh. No, it's plus 0, so just 14.
Alright. That's how I'm writing that up.
You stealth to the next thing. You think you're undetected. And in this, there is some cut wood, some flint and tinder, some whale oil, and some poison.
Beef hooks.
Beef hooks.
Yeah, whale oil, beef.
Oh. I'll pocket a poison.
So right, 2 bottles of wine and a vial of poison. So they're searching. I'm missing somebody. Yeah, the guy's knocked out. Oh, there he is. Cool.
Which one's Torga?
Torga is the one without the shield. So you see Torga come down the alley. He's still laying in the snow, I'm assuming. You see Torga coming down the alley, and she doesn't really run over.
Just
Wanders over, and the first thing is she goes and checks the guy's pulse. She rolls her eyes. She kind of picks him up. She's a dwarf. Over her shoulder, and then walks back. Highs or lows?
Highs.
You're good. And she keeps going and basically takes the guy back to the cart, and she gives the whistle again.
Do I know much about Torga just from being around?
She's a dwarf. She used to be a soldier, and she basically, you think it's kind of rumored around 10 towns that most of the gear that they sell is stolen.
Where'd Chico go?
He didn't reappear. He walked off, and that was it.
While that's happening, can I kind of move towards the wagons to get Shah to get off?
Highs or lows?
Lows?
You make your way back, and then you hear the whistle.
Okay.
I'll kind of sit up and just about, what the fuck did your men do? And just see if she responds.
Torga stops. She turns around, and she rummages through her thing. She gets some silver pieces, and then she throws them at you, and then keeps walking. She says, "For your troubles."
I'm
Not gonna do anything crazier.
I'm gonna light a bonfire on the back one from behind the building. Just stick around the corner, because that's what I want to do. I've been wanting to do it for 5 minutes.
On the back one?
Yep. The one where the cash box is, please.
And
I also collect the silver because I'm not. I've got no shame.
As soon as Shah says, I'm going to back away a little bit, a move.
And the minute I hear the fire, I'm going to invoke Duplicity of me as the woman with some matches in her hands, running away 120 feet. I'll run the other way once I see all of them starting to chase after her.
Okay. So a bunch of things happen in very quick succession. So the final sled catches on fire.
I'm trying to scare the
Yeah,
hopefully
and now
that sled runs off.
Now they chase the fake me away, so we can get in and run off with everything. Because I'll chase a fake me now, because he's got the matches.
So
If it goes
Someone's brain works so weird.
the final sled catches on fire. You hear around the very same time you hear the whistle. You, Torak, you say to Shah, "Come," and Shah's like, "No," and you see she's pocket some poison, and you see some bottles of wine. So you back away. You create a duplicate of yourself holding matches.
Of the lady, not of Shah.
Yes. And you're staying.
I'm gonna go, woo!
No, you.
Oh, me. I'm waiting to see if they'll start chasing after my illusion.
Are you hiding?
Yeah.
Cool. So the illusion, you see.
And old mate's going back with the one on the ground.
Yeah. This guy here, where is he? This one of the guards chases off after your illusion.
I'm gonna down that 30 minutes left of invisibility and go invisible and run out of the cards.
Alright.
So that's gone now.
Yep. Sweet.
So that dog sled doesn't run.
So, you are
I am 60 feet away.
60
I'm
feet away.
A long way away.
Cool. But in sight of the things, you have to be in sight to do it.
Yeah, so I'm down the furthest way in the
Sweet.
alleyway, and
Easy
I'm just
peasy.
going like that.
Are these
So
I'd
up
have
now?
stood up. She's pissed off around the corner. Are these those old school English towns where there's just left, right, backwards, forwards? So if you make any noise through here, you can't really tell where it comes from. It just kind of bounces
Yeah.
around.
It's windy. It's kind of snowy. It's dark. It's
And I'd peek around if I look around the corner of the alley, would I kind of see one's on fire?
You will see that one is on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just randomly bursts into flames. I kind of just stay back around the corner a bit, and I'd kind of make because they're sled dogs, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'd make a calling noise. There's a whistling sound is in it.
Make me a animal handling check.
Because I think I know what's going on. Oh, fuck me.
3. Big one. So essentially, as the fire starts burning more and more and more of the sled, Torga comes back with the soldier, warrior, salesman on her shoulder, and she sees the carts on fire, and she fucking just dumps them on the ground and legs it over. And she gets there. She tries to unhitch the dogs, and she's rummaging trying to find stuff, but it's on fire. And the dogs kind of see her panicked, and then one of them sees the fire, and Torga is basically fucking about on the sled, and then the sled basically goes down the street with Torga on it. You make your dog call whistle, and essentially the other two groups of sled dogs, in the confusion, there's some smoke, the other dogs are yelping and running away, they're confused. So they're all in disarray, and all of the guards, the remaining 2 guards, start...
and no one, and you can't see old mate at the moment.
No, they start trying to calm the dogs.
Where's shit boy?
Torak.
Considering I've seen everyone else, I would start moving in the direction. What's his name has gone? Sefik.
Yeah.
Has gone, to see if I can maybe see them.
You didn't know where he went.
Okay,
Cool.
never mind.
Shit's hitting the fan at this point. How many actions can you make at the moment?
Probably only your regular and your bonus. Highs or lows?
Oh, fucking goals. And I can just fucking pop himself.
Sefek calmly walks down the street. nonchalantly. Let's roll for
Whose
initiative.
turn?
Let's roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Before that,
Who's the? Do we? Yeah. Is there time for a turn before that?
What would you like?
Oh, because I was just gonna pop one more fireball on another one of those stupid things.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go the next one.
That one's got poison in there.
Highs or lows?
It's gonna be
Guys.
interesting.
Yeah. Cool.
So, roll me some
so
initiative.
I was gonna do one quickly
Yeah.
before we did that. After I made the dog whistle,
Shit.
Oh, hello.
what's around me?
Fucking awesome.
There's like an alley here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm assuming the
Slice
squares
it.
and then there's kind of things everywhere. I'd use my.
All the people have gone. Once everything's, they said they're going, everyone started to go away, and then suddenly a fucking thing burst into fire.
Yeah.
All the townspeople are
Like,
just like, fuck that.
I'd
We're
be at
helping
this
them.
point
Fuck them.
pretty sure that I know where the fires come from, and so I would.
You saw
Before-
a village nearly get burnt down.
Yeah.
You know where the fires come
Before
from.
this, I would, like after I made a dog whistle, I would use my rope, throw a hook over it, and climb up there and jump
Cool.
onto
On
the
top of
house.
the house, yep.
Yeah. Let's just sit up there. Just so I could watch what's going on.
Let's
Bad.
elevate you. Corner of the house.
He's right next
Robot.
to him.
Huh?
He's right next to him.
Can he climb?
No, but he's right next to him.
So right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, he's
cool,
5 feet away. Yeah.
Cool, cool,
We-
cool.
we-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
okay,
assuming this
cool.
matters. Yep.
How big's this robot?
Hmm?
How big's the
Same
robot?
same height as me. It's pretty much the
Oh, so it's like a full-sized
yeah same
thing.
size as me.
Okay.
Which end are you?
I'm over that way.
60 feet away. Alright, so initiative.
There was no getting out of this.
14. And
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
my steel defender goes in the same as me.
14 as well as chicken.
What's your
Yours is better than mine.
modifier?
Yeah.
The dex would be nuts.
Crumb and Estrid.
24.
Only. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, that must be nice.
Torak. Make me a perception check.
Oh shit, hang on. 15?
Yep. So you notice the ponytail man.
Would the rumors you were saying before about Torga mostly being stolen stuff, where does she mostly get her help from?
Her help.
Yeah.
Literally fucking thugs. No one good. So, Torak, you're up.
Oh, so that's all? I just notice him?
No, you notice him, so you get your turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't
Do it.
help. I can't
Nah,
help.
nah.
I can't help you right now.
It's all you, my
So,
friend.
yeah. Remember what happened last time?
So, okay.
Unlike me, that forgot
Would
everything.
Would
Ruined
Torak
this whole fucking thing.
care about the Chewingers or not? I know Nicole does.
Not really, but I care about the party. And he almost killed me last time. I care about me.
There you go.
Yeah. So, okay. Tell me if I can't do this. My plan
can't do this.
is
I'm joking.
to run in
Uh-huh.
before he draws his weapon, rip them out and throw them away.
You can give it a crack. That'll be a grapple check. Can you move your water bottle? Oh no. Yeah, just a little bit. There we go. Go for it. Yep. So, how far do you get to
I would not be going.
25.
Uh-huh.
I've got 30 movement feet.
So,
Well, I've got a few spells still to heal you, so we're fine.
that's good. Hang on to them. We're going to need them
I'm not
probably.
going to cast anything anymore now. I've gone a bit crazy.
Where is...
Because as soon as we hold them, they melt. So you can't have as cold damage. And then I can rage,
look,
and then I can take half damage.
I love the way your brain is working. That's really good. I like that you're trying to think outside the box for the guy who stabbed you before. Let me... I know
Just
there's a
imagine
thing for
If
this.
Nicole gets stabbed, she makes the sad troll noises from the first Lord of the Rings movies.
But I also don't care if I die, because if we find someone who does a thing, they don't need a diamond or anything like that. They just cast the spell and we're sweet.
Oh boy. That's
'Cause
a
of
big
my thing.
if.
They just cast the spell and we're sweet.
That's if I can do that.
No. It's like,
You know
surely
who-
the towns would have someone.
Do you know who can do that? A level 20 druid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
so
we
it's about that, guys.
go.
Had a great plan and then I forgot to be charmed.
Everyone, yeah. Look, it was going actually okay until
Gone
that.
really well.
When you said it, I was like, oh no, we already tried
fully
that.
forgot.
Yeah.
That was horrible. That was not fun.
I'm gonna charm him. I'm like, oh no. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Makes sense. He's
It
got
was
like,
okay, we got away with the key, like we could probably use it later.
yeah, got some poison, some
Yeah.
wine, you know.
Yeah, look, I definitely had a couple plans.
I was surprised, like, well, I'm not really surprised, but I was like, yeah, Han's got it, like, he's got where I'm going here.
So,
Everyone else is like,
give me a... So you're trying to disarm him? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Disarm.
Do you know the other why I was figuring that out? I was looking at... Have you seen the Drake Warden Ranger?
yeah,
The new one?
yeah.
Really fucking... If you're going to a campaign that you're going to get to late levels,
Hmm.
so good.
Hmm.
You can ride it. You can be a dragon rider.
That's fucking sick.
Because I think you get an egg at level 3,
Yeah.
then at 5,
What?
9, 15, I think it grows different sizes.
Yeah. It's pretty
That's
cool.
fucking sick.
So at 15 you can...
You can select a different sort as well.
Yeah, every time you summon it, it's a different... It can be a different sort, but I don't think I'd play it like that. I think I'd just play
Yeah,
it as
that's the
it's
one.
type.
Yeah.
But then you can
That's
add it...
fucking insane.
The way you can control it's a bit weird, but it can add like elemental damage to attacks and your attacks and stuff.
So make me a
You can-
unarmed attack.
Ride it as a
Unarmed.
you can ride it as a
Yeah,
ground
'cause you-
unit,
oh, unless
like
you're
on a
trying
turn or something.
Axe
And
his
at 15
sword
you
out
get
of
a
his hand.
flying now.
No, I want to grab it so
sorry,
I'm
I'm gonna
down.
write that one down to remember actually. Which one's called? Dragon.
Drake Warden, I think.
Drake
Yeah.
Warden.
Yeah,
Plus
the
5.
fizz bands.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's from the latest Matt Dragon book.
Fizz bands, Book of Dragons or something like that.
Insane.
That is a 12. That's not going to do it, is it?
Look, I didn't roll very well, so it actually might. You rolled a 12.
Yeah.
So you charge up, and he kind of draws his longsword and a dagger, and you charge up, and you.
I literally don't care. I would grab the blades and rip them out of his hands.
So I'll give you a second one. So do a second one, because he's got 2 weapons.
Ooh, that one went well. Unnatural 20.
So you charge up, and you basically like Wakanda forever, and bash away his longsword, clatters into the snow, and his dagger falls out of his hand.
Yeah.
That's your turn.
Holy shit, that went surprisingly
Yeah, I think I was gonna.
well. I was like,
Astrid.
she's dead.
Astrid,
Mm.
you're up.
Well, I noticed old Yak Yak has just fucking decided it's go time.
Yeah.
And how that dude's like just KO to the world. He's not
As
coming-
far as you know, yeah.
Right. And they're like shitters, aren't they? I'm gonna make an attack.
That's cocked. You can have that again. It's either a 4 or an 18.
What's an 18?
Oh, that's much
7.
worse.
Oh.
So 15, and I'd aim a shot right into his neck.
Oh, into him.
Yeah.
Fucking done. All right. Yeah. I thought yeah. Cool.
Fuck that guy. Get
You
rid
would
of
have
him.
advantage against that person then, wouldn't you?
No, because he's prone. It's actually
Oh, okay.
you only get advantage if within 5 feet.
Okay.
32 points of damage.
Yeah. So it's
That's
that
36.
plus. So 6, 10 plus 14.
Hope it wasn't important.
And his neck.
Yeah, well, I'd see him lying on the ground. I'd just take straight aim at his fucking.
So you see him start to kind of like start to get up, and then just fucking like actual just straight through his throat, and you just see like a gaping hole, and you see like his tongue like like he's trying to like, and just blood like just gushing out, and then he like starts to get up and just slumps in the snow, and the snow starts to turn red. He doesn't move anymore.
Poor bloke.
Crumb,
Fuck that guy.
you're 60 feet away.
That's like 12 turns in Dwarvish.
I mean,
Let's hope there's not an
I'm going to
avalanche.
move on 25 feet in a diagonal.
No, because if there's an avalanche, Crumb is surprisingly quick on his feet.
Yeah.
He's
This
the
is
first
true.
one out.
Yeah, please keep doing that.
And Crumb Jr. is going to
Where are you going to kill it?
How far does he move?
40 feet.
Cool.
He's going to go to there. Actually, he'll go to there. And then Crumb is going to cast Snare.
Do you cast it through the?
I'm just trying to, because if I can't, then I can't do it.
Torgal looks a bit like Gothmog. That face.
Mr. Potato Head. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can't actually do that. He has to take his turn after mine.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So like now.
That's like how pet works. Now you've got to do your
No,
bonus.
I have to do my whole
You've got to
turn
do
and then
move,
do
bonus
their
action,
turn.
action, and
Gotcha.
then they get to go.
Gotcha.
And then if it's like the newer ones, then he can either do his own action,
Yeah.
or he can do. You can use your bonus action to make him do an action. I think.
No, mine gets its own whole turn.
Yeah, right.
So yeah. So you're moving up.
Yeah, so I moved up and then
bonfire underneath him.
yeah,
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Do you have like a big old slappy weapon or anything as well?
Yeah.
Bonfires only.
Bonfires only.
That's the weapon of choice.
What?
It's the human torch.
Yeah, Dex 13. So
That's
throw.
right.
He's fine.
Can you put me that side of
Here.
Oh no. Next to the blade again.
Can you please put that fire token? Thank you. Can you please not break your party member? Alright.
Slippery roof.
And then
I saw I need to put dice there, and that's all. Everything
dice.
else was gone.
Achievement.
and then old mate's gonna roll up.
Yep. With biscuit style. Keep rolling.
Crumb Junior.
And then
Still,
he's gonna.
you are my favorite motherfucker.
And then he's going to attack.
That's it. I'm calling it Fred.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Yikes.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna sit there.
You see Torak. You look to your side. You see the ponytail man jump out the way, and then fire appear. You're like, whew, man, Crumb is somewhere chucking those fireballs.
It's a bit weird, there's fire.
And you see basically appear in Ponytail Man's hands daggers of ice form out of nothing,
Yeah, that's the thing.
and he and fucking stabs them both into you. Jesus.
You also have disadvantage.
From
From
the little
Elmate.
robot.
Fuck yeah, that's good.
Matters on one of them.
Armor class is 14.
You boy. That's right. He does lots, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And it doesn't matter.
Take 7 points of piercing damage.
I tried to help.
You did. You stopped one of the attacks from there.
It
The
worked.
V bonus.
Don't forget you got 8 extra hit points.
Yeah, that's
It was
all
8,
good.
right?
Automatically
Five,
takes
five,
it off the 10
five.
hit points.
Five extra.
And 6 points of cold damage. As the fresh, crispy, frosty daggers plunge in deep into your fur. Sure.
I am still invisible,
You are.
and I'm gonna stay right there and do nothing.
What?
Because I can't do shit.
Alright, you're up.
Because I'll reveal myself.
So?
Wait, just trust me.
Okay.
Just trust him like you trust him all session.
Oh boy!
Come soft with him. And you.
Just sneak up behind him and just like stroke like the back of his. Yeah.
I gotta keep my
it.
spells
that's
steady.
Rage
otherwise
Rage time?
everyone's gonna die.
Raging.
Go for it. You
I
can have
can't cast
advantage.
anything. Otherwise we
Because you have a
gonna
little
die.
friend next to you.
I have
Alright.
stuff.
So you roll
You
2
do it.
d20s.
Yeah.
I'm trusting this one again.
The highest. Would you like fresh dice?
No.
I'm like, I can do half healings. Not as good as yours.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
I can only do 2
maybe I
healing
shouldn't
right now. and
trust
that's it.
that one.
Because I have 3.
Alright, we have
Maybe 3.
23.
That's a hit.
Yeah,
in
probably.
fact. Yeah, definitely.
Now,
I can stop someone from
I
dying.
automatically do whenever I hit 1d6 plus half my level of necrotic damage.
Isn't this once per?
This is every single turn. That is a 6 plus 1 because of my level.
7? Cool.
So 7
Those are in
necrotic
the game,
damage. Yeah, well, that's what the app said.
Yep.
And now I need to d12.
Do you have a cool
for
witty
axe.
saying?
Pardon?
Do you have a cool witty like religious saying?
I'll think of one.
Okay.
Alright. And now I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna roll a 12. 12 points of friggin' damage plus 3.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
Just a 1?
Oh, look, it was a 3. It
Plus
heard
3?
the 3 on the end. 3 plus 3 is 6. So I did another 6 points of damage. So.
Sweet. Estrid.
I mean, that's better than the damage we've been doing.
This is very true.
He's got cover from the yak,
Yes.
doesn't he? How do you hold your attack?
You can just act at a later initiative before somebody else does, if you wish.
I'm going to hold my attack then.
Crumb.
Yep. I'm going to move another 25.
Do you know what I'm most disappointed about? Icy Guy doesn't have Mr. Freeze voice.
What
Get
killed
to
the
the top
dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Fuck, why did I think of that? That would have been so good. Chill out. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
A masterpiece.
That's the only reason I know the What Killed the Dinosaurs one is because Nathan says it all the time. That's his favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger quote. What killed the
Iceland's
dinosaurs?
perfect when he
The
steps
Ice
with his
Age.
dagger. Shut
Oh.
up.
Hang on. Sorry, I could also shove hammering horns.
That's only if you run, right? Charge?
No, immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack as a part of your attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to shove that target with your horns.
If you'd like to.
The target must be no more than 1 larger than your size. So,
What do you have to do?
well, if he's got cold damage, I want to get the fuck away from
Yeah, but what do you have to do?
It's attempt to shove. I don't know.
Oh, grapple. There we go.
Unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw of DC
okay.
13.
What's this thing? Probably has a DC of fucking billion.
Using the attack action, that's so normally. When is it hiding?
What do you have in like cantrips?
I got that stuff, but I think you told it there, but I might try this. But cost it 7 only 5d6. I got a hit.
You must make a strength test. So make a strength check. And I do a similar thing. That's not good for me.
Oh, it's not great for me. I've rolled a 10.
Plus your strength.
Oh, actually, no. It is +3.
So you push Ponytail Man away.
Yep.
Then he gets damage.
No, there's
No,
no
no.
Oh, he just gets
damage.
pushed away.
Is there
Yeah.
like a ledge around by any chance? You know that we can push?
Not in the middle of the town. It would be very
Oh,
unsafe.
it
if
would be.
They
Do
put
I get
the
an
edge.
attack of
But we're in
opportunity?
medieval times. right?
No, because he didn't move away. Sorry,
How did he
it
get
wasn't
away then?
voluntarily.
That's right.
I thought you did
Yeah,
get
sure.
that.
Crumb, you up.
Yep. Yes, I was up. I will.
I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man.
I will cast
Just
a
dancing.
bonfire under him again.
Uh-huh.
Dex 13.
Uh-huh.
Come on,
All fucking day.
Cool. Where's he moving? Is that one's gone?
Oh, yep, it is too. Back to the other side of the fire.
This side.
No. Back to you. Back to you. Directly. No. So the fire is between. Fuck me. Right there.
What? She said back to you.
Back to him.
Yeah, I know. And then I was thinking he's
Yeah.
talking
I thought-
about
yeah.
Crumb, and then I was like, maybe he's talking
The
about
DM's fault,
man.
isn't it? I'm sorry.
I'm
He's
in
not
character.
chicken, he's crumb right
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Who's last in the action sequence?
Sure.
And Nicole's
Invisible.
first.
Yep.
And he's in the middle somewhere.
Old mate is next.
Then I'm done. Crumb's done, and then little robot boy.
People.
Beep boop.
His little squeaky wheel.
Yeah.
Does he have all-terrain tires?
I was going to say, is,
Yeah, he's got
so.
chains.
is it a wheel or like a ski sled in the...
No, it's a wheel
Nice.
with chains on it. It's like,
So it's just ruining their roads as he drives around.
he's going to attack. 18.
That's a hit.
+5, damn.
+5?
Yeah.
He's a good
On
little,
that?
good
Yeah,
little
it
bugger.
says it right here.
God damn!
Little bugger, man. Jeez.
Fred's real good.
His red cap turned backwards.
Yeah. His old man clothes on.
And then he takes 5 force damage.
5 force? The fuck is this bullshit?
It's mini Iron Man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
From his lasers.
Chicken's basically making the Iron Legion.
So you like zap him with
Yeah.
the thing, and he gets his 2 daggers and
Not on the robots.
stabs the robot. What's your armor class?
15.
Fuck me. So one of the daggers hits.
Yep.
Do you have any immunities?
I'm immune to poison,
Uh-huh.
being charred, exhausted.
Cool. So you take 8 points of cold damage and 6 points of piercing damage.
So 14.
Yep. Then, so that's from his first strike,
Yeah.
and then his second strike. Where's that other dice? There we go. Does 13 points of cold damage.
Yeah, so that's okay. So it just crumple. It just like stops.
Cool. So he basically just fucking daggers it to pieces. It
No,
sparks.
it's not pieces. It just like just sits there.
Okay. Deactivates.
Yeah.
Does it make sad robot noises?
No.
It doesn't. It does. I'm the DM. It makes sad robot noises.
Makes sad Fred noises.
Shah, you're up.
Is his longsword still on the ground?
Yes. The other side of. Hang on. On that side.
So that side.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running for that. I'll dash to get there. And that'll be me done.
Torak.
Is that
5,
she's
10.
first, isn't
Oh,
she?
sorry, you heard your action.
So I have my
go back,
action.
go back,
so
go back.
I get to do my action
Yep.
first.
One more across.
And
Yep. All the fucking party members in the way.
Oh fuck, are we?
Get off
Go
the roof,
team.
then.
yeah, I'm just.
Oh, we're on the building though.
You
You
said
kind
he's-
of line it up
He's
with
not
units.
wearing any warm clothing, is he? How large is the town square?
Oh god.
That big. Let's do that. You're basically on.
How
Yeah,
big
he
would
was
the
gonna
town
say
be? Like a
that.
mile? Or would the town be bigger than
Hang
a
on,
mile?
hang on.
What are you doing?
I can actually.
This is terrifying.
I can actually answer that question.
But how much of the wilderness
Is
would be
he calling
involved
it
in a mile?
swarms?
No.
Oh.
So before I do
Yeah,
anything,
Is a mile 1,000 feet?
Sure.
It's like something like that.
It's basically a mile ish by a mile and a
1 mile is 5,280 feet.
5,000. So it's
Google
definitely
says.
less than 5,000.
Okay, cool. So, I'm going to use one of
Imperial
my.
system sucks.
Yep.
I'm going to use one of my
Especially
spell
when
slots
we're
for the
using the other
day.
one.
So, as an action, I can use this in place of a spell slot.
Uh huh.
And I can sense if there's an aberration, which that might be, or celestials, dragons, elementals, fey fiends, or undead are present. Does this feel dodge? And I can sense what's around.
Does it? Let me read it.
So
Wait, is it?
You know what?
It's gotta be, otherwise he wouldn't be checking.
No, well, because if it's like, if the answer is just yes, or if it's more specific.
Well, he has to say,
I need to
yes,
know.
I am this.
Yeah.
Mm.
He might just be able to detect it and that's it. And he just says yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But you don't. Yeah, you don't know. You don't get to know what type it is.
Cool.
So it could be another chewinga, as an example.
Definitely
Like,
a fiend.
you know what I mean?
Definitely a fiend.
I just
That's
want you to. I just want you to understand that that's all you get is a yes.
It's a big
Yep, that's
chewingy.
fine.
The old Chewingus.
Has he got chewingas on him? He's got some chewingas in his possession.
My turn?
That's extra 25.
I'm going to jump down
Yeah.
as a bonus action.
Uh huh.
So, doink. And then.
Does the thing go prone, or does it still take up a?
It just sort of slumps there.
Okay, so it's not prone yet.
No.
So it still provides cover, unfortunately.
Well, it's prone as like a lump of metal can be. It's
Yeah.
technically dead.
You're done?
Okay. You gonna shoot?
No, because I used my action to do
Ah,
the
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
to do
Of course.
the thingy.
30.
Uh huh.
I am going to
Hulk smash.
do a big old swing.
Showing.
Oh, you don't get advantage anymore
No, I don't.
because the robot is
Reboot did.
sad robot noises. Not great. You are not having a good night tonight.
13.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it.
That's him.
It hits it. Thank
13
fuck.
hits him.
Alright.
He's not wearing any armor.
D6 plus level of necrotic damage. Oops. That's a 3. Fucking threw that halfway across the room. And my D12 plus 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 8 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
And
Push him.
I am also going to push him into the fire. That's why I went to that side.
Very nice, very nice.
Clever. Hang on a sec.
Push him into the flames.
Very important.
Mountain Blue.
So how much damage did you do, sorry?
It was 8 plus 4 necrotic damage.
12. Cool, thank you.
He's got to be an aberration.
Yep. And then do your strength check.
The fiend, dude.
How do you know?
This is a fiend. But yeah.
It's just an unarmed strike, was it? Or is it just strength?
Probably
A
not
strength athletics check.
11.
Could be an elemental.
Did he get it? Oh, he got it.
Into the fire.
Cool. 8 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a D8, so you gotta roll.
I'll allow you to roll. This is
Thank
your
you.
first time your fire's got to do anything except
Oh,
make
whoa.
the polar bears run away.
1 point.
Luke on fire.
I mean, might be 2 points. Might be weak to fire. You never know.
Yeah?
We can only hope.
Math.
Can only hope.
I hate D&D because math. Cool. So that was Torak. Estrid, you're up.
I'm going to shoot him.
Mhm.
I'm going to shoot him with a sharpshooter.
Hunter's Mark.
No, because I only got 2 spell slots.
Mhm.
Missed that time, unless
Not great.
it's a 10.
No. You fire an arrow, but with all the... Oh, and he's in the fire. Right?
Yeah.
He's definitely in
So
the
just
fire.
balance him on. Yep, thank you. That's a balance, come on.
Yeah, no, there's
Good
too
enough.
many knobby bits under
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I didn't know that,
Stay
yeah.
on there.
So you fire basically like all the smoke and fire and stuff. It forces you to miss. Crumb.
Yep, so I'm going to walk up to here and cast Mending on it. So it's back alive.
Fuck yeah. Is that
Happy
easy?
robot noises. It's R2D2 now. We've decided.
And with the
For
rest of my
copyright reasons,
movement,
it's
just
DTR2.
move to there. Yeah,
D20
there.
R2.
Oh!
And then little robot man's going to have a shot.
Does it just immediately get mended?
That's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
That's
Like
so
full health
good.
as well.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
I didn't kill
that's
it in one attack.
I got to use a
ridiculous.
spell slot though.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's,
so
it's a
not
cantrip, but I
unlimited.
have to use a spell slot to bring it back.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Striking him with your hammer? Axe.
No, because that was my action.
Ah, okay. Ah, the robot's attacking, sorry.
Yeah, the robot's
This
attack.
little shock probe comes out, folds out, tries to hack into the Imperial base.
Kind of like a big pen.
Yeah,
13.
Hit. I'll give you advantage. If you want to roll a second dice,
Get a 20,
you
get
might
a
win
20.
a crit. No,
Same.
cool. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice DM, everyone.
Oh, buddy.
So, 3 points
You need to
of
be nice to this
force
one,
damage.
Get advantage on the damage, maybe?
He's like, yeah, no.
All right. So he's gonna keep taking fire damage, isn't he?
Yeah, unless he gets out of it.
Two attacks of opportunity. That's
Yeah.
not great.
Also, I think.
No, it's not. Fuck off. I'm the best. I forgot about this.
Hey?
He vanishes in a cloud of smoke and appears and attacks Estrid.
So he needed to take fire damage in my turn.
Okay, cool. How much?
So 1d8.
Go for it. Another one.
Oh, I don't get a 1.
So 5.
That's
Fire.
good.
5 fire damage. And then, yeah, because he moves out, it's gone.
What's
That
your
sucks.
armor
You should, you should
15.
have to take it when you move out as well, you know.
class? So he
Cheeky as fuck.
stabs you with his ice daggers.
No, I fully agree.
Yeah, me too.
And you take 13 points of damage total.
I'm not going to have enough spell slots.
Shut up.
I'm going to pick up his longsword
You do?
and run up and cut him with his own sword.
Go for it.
See if it does anything different.
You get advantage.
Beautiful. Right in the back. Let's go.
Ooh. What's my bonus with this? Is it just because it's not my weapon? Is it just like it's a 17? So
Are you proficient in swords?
You hit him, dude. It's over 30.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in swords though?
It's a good question.
Probably not.
Probably not. With a cleric, I don't know. But it's a 17. Which is
Cool.
fine.
It's a long sword. You're proficient with scimitars, I think. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Should say in your weapon.
So hits.
Simple weapons.
Oh,
Is it
simple
simple
weapons,
weapon?
yeah.
No.
No,
Are
that's
you
awesome.
slashing? Are you using it one-handed or two-handed?
Let's go two-handed.
Two-handed. Do you need a little plug in? I don't. Oh, we can
Break
get
it,
a break
break
in a
it.
sec. Yeah.
Yeah.
For wee time. If he's using two hands, he takes 11 points of. Well, you don't know that. He gets stabbed in the back.
Better than mine, so I'll take that. Stabby stabs.
Sweet. That's Shah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Alright.
You are up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we are just swinging that axe.
Go for it. You'll get advantage.
How's advantage working in close range?
Because he's got someone next. An
Yeah,
ally
there's
next to
like
you.
heaps of us there.
Well,
Yeah, it's just all bum rushing. Can't escape them.
hang on.
You think?
9 plus 5 is 14.
It's him.
Sure.
And hang on. You know what? I am gonna try these. I'm gonna try these ones. 5 necrotic damage. And not great. 5 normal damage. Piercing, slashing.
Yep.
I don't know. Axe damage. 5 axe damage.
Axe damage. Estrid.
So I'm just going to shoot because I need to. So
Don't
I
you
did
shoot?
disadvantage
Yes.
for within 5 and
Yeah.
then advantage
Yeah.
for having
Yeah.
others.
So it
So
counts
just
it out.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot normally. So that's a lot. 19.
Yep.
So
That'll do it.
immediately before or after a hit, immediately, blue spirits form up around me, and I can move 5 foot in a direction of my choice. So I'm gonna mount back there.
Blue spirits like chewingas.
And then we
Maybe.
do
One with the
some-
chewingas.
just a little bit of damage, not much on this attack. Only does 6.
He rolled a 2, just by the way. I'm assuming that doesn't provoke attack of opportunity. Yeah.
No, because it's not counting as my move. And then I will move. Yep. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will use my bonus action. And I'll use that healing potion.
On yourself. Got stabboed.
7 hit points.
Crumb, you're up.
Yep.
That's good.
That's very good.
I'm going to walk to there and then cast snare on him.
Nice.
So he needs to make a Dex 13 saving throw. Good.
Workers.
So
Some
he
would
needs,
say unsnare.
he needs to
assuming
move.
he has
He needs to move
Dex
out
at
of
the
that
bar.
square.
He needs to move.
Yeah, otherwise, because that's the trap square.
Okay.
Oh.
Attack of opportunity, thanks.
It's not a move, is it?
Yeah, he had to move out of the
Ooh,
square.
that's fun.
We all get an attack of
really?
Has to
opportunity.
move? Why do I have to move?
Otherwise, you're in my trap, mate.
Okay, I'll get trapped.
Alright, he goes upside down.
Where?
Because that's the trap. He goes hangs him upside down in the air. Says it.
Oh, this session is fun.
Hazelnuts.
He's hanging upside down 3 feet above the ground or the floor. The creature is restrained and there
Not a
until the
creature.
spell end. Huh?
He's not a creature.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
Highs or lows?
It's not a creature.
Highs or lows?
Highs. Okay.
He, shrouded in mist, turns into mist, and then reappears behind you.
Is that an action to do that? You just do that every time.
Okay. My little crumb
Robo
genius
boy.
turn.
I think you'll find his name's Fred Durst. Dread First.
I'm sorry for I can't believe,
D20.
I can't believe you're laughing at that.
R2D20 I think is better, actually.
Okay, yeah, I'll do an attack. Do I get advantage because old mate's
Yeah.
next to him?
Yeah.
Are they both yours?
Oh, they have to. Sorry. Don't know why they do.
21.
That's right.
That'll hit.
It's a goodie.
Your robot's better than you are.
No doubt. That's why the character's good. And then 9 points of force damage.
So as he rematerializes, R2D20 like knows he's coming.
No, that
and
is
then
so
just
not his fucking name.
zaps him.
That is the worst. Yay!
For real.
It's done?
Bebop Badoo-Bop killed him.
Fuck yeah.
The scat robot.
He makes
Scooter bop bop.
he makes happy robot noises.
Like a microwave.
I want to check the body because he's right next to me, and less so seeing, well, look what's on him, but more so see if he's actually dead and whether he's about to fuck off.
So you would check for a pulse?
Yes.
No pulse.
And
So he's undead, maybe?
He's cold to the touch, like ice cold.
I would bind him in ropes, like just fucking hog tie.
Make me a little
shit.
survival check. Yeah, no problems. You do a more than adequate job.
And then make sure, see what else is, like just start flinging stuff on him. If he's got any weapons on him, I just fling it all into the snow. Like
So
kind of
basically,
between
he
me
drops,
and Crummish, I just start flicking what I can off him.
He drops his 2 ice daggers.
Yeah.
Do you just kick them away or pick them up and throw them?
No. They just melt.
I'd let them just sit in the ground. I wouldn't pick them up. I would say, does he have any other weapons on him?
No.
Does he have any coin or anything on him? Or any other goodies on him?
No.
And then you said he was wearing some cool sailor vest, didn't you?
Yep.
I'd take that off him.
Before or after you time up?
Before. I'm not cutting up a cool sailor vest. I'm putting that shit on.
Cool. So it's very similar to the whatever I said.
Cosplaying a sailor.
The vest of. Make me a medicine check as well. What are you checking?
12.
He doesn't.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Noting that he's been a bitch slapped by a robot, arrowed, is he bleeding?
No.
He's an undead, isn't he?
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh my
As a
goodness.
cleric, can
It's an
I
Ice Walker.
determine
Yeah.
if it's a living thing beforehand? Like, is in like a.
You can give it a crack. Give it a
Do you want
little.
me to open him up and find out?
Yeah.
Open him
Sweet
up.
stuff.
So it seems like a sick idea, you know? You guys don't mind? me
Yeah.
just opening
Would you
it
like
up?
to instead just
In
make
the middle
like
of
a,
town, should we fuck off first?
Nah. I don't think anyone's gonna fuck with us.
No fair.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll just open up his chest, see if there's anything beaten.
Make me a medicine check.
Surely cleric should be super.
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
boy.
brilliant.
23.
So you like. I don't know how you open up someone's chest without actually killing them.
He has a giant mace.
Could tenderize him to soften him up a little bit and then open him up. Yeah.
So essentially, the ponytail man laying on the ground, you pull out I'm assuming you have like a little surgical dagger kind of thing, and you just like top to bottom. And you just fucking open him up. As you're doing it, like you hear the sounds, the moans of an unconscious man, and you hear
So I figured it out. He was alive.
his last exhalation leave his body before you open up and
Oh, you idiot!
That's
Why do you
fucking
keep doing dumb
get
stuff?
to see his lungs.
Tied him up in
Breathe.
cage.
I asked
Breathe.
you if you wanted me to. He said, "Go ahead."
Breathe his last
Ask
breath.
permission. This time I didn't just do. I asked.
Interestingly, then you guys try to stop him. Too late now, I guess.
I mean, it's too late now,
Wait,
but
well,
I wouldn't have
kind of
thought he was
just-
going to fucking head to toe open him.
like like in Star Wars,
Sort of
where
been
Luke
poked him a couple of times.
Skywalker
No,
gets
people
the
just
tauntaun,
like, you know.
and just like
Oh, yeah,
no,
he's
Han
still
Solo
alive.
gets the tauntaun,
But
and he
there
just
was
like
no pulse.
Yeah, there was no pulse.
I would have said.
He said there was no pulse.
No
I thought it was
pulse.
undead.
so.
You better not change that now, because I wouldn't have fucking opened him up.
You see inside.
You're not very good at feeling for a pulse.
No. Where's the
Just
pulse?
there.
Where's the pulse? As you cut him end to end, fillet him like a fish.
Filet mignon.
You look inside and you see on the outside of the man, kind of as you're feeling, it's like cold,
Doing an autopsy in the town square.
pale skin. Looks normal on the outside, but as you crack his rib cage because you're a Goliath and open him up, you see a bunch of deteriorated, old, cold, frozen, wet organs.
So he is a zombie.
He's a,
He's a zombie.
what's the bad witch lady called?
Zombie Yoga.
He knows what I like.
The one in the campaign,
Yeah.
the Frostmaiden.
Yeah. It's probably one of her.
Probably.
While you're here, would anyone else like to autopsy?
Why this is happening, I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'm going to start looking out that way for
I'm just going to go over and
heading
fix
towards
my
his
robot.
dog cars. Actually, I'll go here and see if he's got any money first.
I'd walk up, try and pick up his blades and stuff like that just to see it actually dematerialize.
As you pick up the daggers, they almost immediately turn to water and deteriorate.
Yep.
Would you like to inspect the longsword that Shah has?
You can probably use it more than
Free
me.
sword.
I'm not proficient in it.
Yeah. I'll have a look at it.
Have a look. Yeah, this does not turn to water.
Okay. Is there anything special about it? Does
Made
it
of
look
ice.
special? Okay.
No.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
Oh, that was made of
That's-
ice too.
This
wow.
one
Friggin'
doesn't.
awesome.
This one doesn't melt.
Cool.
And just for good measure, I think Torak would just give him a kick in the head.
Oh, wow.
A kick or a stop?
Give him a hoof
He's
in
already
Stop.
fucking
the
like...
Give me an old hoof in the head.
Give me a strength check.
His like body's half open.
Crush his skull.
Well, not great. My heart and soul really wasn't in it. So it's only a
Give me a
8.
strength bonus. Yeah,
Oh, like an actual roll?
Like
no,
a-
it's
yeah.
actually only a 7.
like a strength check.
Yeah, it's
Just, boy, that's not great, is it?
7.
So you kind of like half-heartedly like kick his skull,
Yeah.
stomp on his skull. He's dead.
Yeah. This is good. I'm glad.
Yep.
Can I try something out?
Absolutely. It's a night
I'm
of
gonna-
trying things out, isn't it?
I know how it's Spare the Dying, but it doesn't work on undead or constructs.
Can I cast what?
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying, but it won't work if it's undead or construct.
Okay. So describe it to me. Like what's
So,
a little bit of flavor text. What do you do?
As I've pulled him apart, I'll try and.
Are you
squash
still
him.
a woman?
No.
Okay.
Still invisible?
You know what?
Oh yeah, you're still invisible.
No, I've used action, so that makes it go.
Okay.
But to
Oh,
be
that's
fair,
why you
I
weren't doing
haven't,
anything.
I haven't dropped the woman, so I probably still am.
Because that would have been terrifying if he's just laying there, you tie him up, and then he just. And you can't see sharp.
Just start picking him up. Yeah, I'll press it together, and the skin will start bubbling and boiling as it heals back up.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay, so use the thing undead.
Is that your last spell slot?
No, that was the cantrip.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so it's a bit more information.
Got 3.
As you rummage through his things, you don't find anything of value, but you do find a scrap of paper, and it has a name on it.
I would have been throwing this all out next to Crumb, because when I was doing that, we was between each other. So I was just like,
So you just for a scrap of paper.
make sure I didn't have any
Make sure it's
fucking
not money.
anything bad on him. Make sure he's got no cash on him, and then I book allowing it towards the dog's lads.
What was that guy's name again?
Cephek.
Cephik
Caltro.
Is anyone looking pretty hurt, by the way? Or are we looking alright?
Nah.
22 or 30, I'm actually sweet.
Okay, cool.
Put my robot
Although-
back to full. Reboot.
Reboot, roguelite.
Did you say I don't take exhaustion when I rage?
I think it's when you do 3 of them you take exhaustion.
Okay.
Where's the name is familiar, but I don't know what it is. What was one of the names of the killed people with the ice dagger?
Oh.
Way back in session 1.
Isn't that sacrificial people?
Yeah.
Hey, look, my first ever note.
Halfling Trapper
Yeah.
in East Haven.
They didn't have names.
No, shipbuilding human in Targos. A dwarf glass blower in Bryn Shander. All killed by ice dagger through the heart.
Never mind. You find a scrap of paper with a name that is unfamiliar to you.
Okay, what was the name?
Fuck me.
Well, it has it written on the piece of paper.
Yeah.
So it was a halfling.
Huh?
One of them was a halfling.
Yeah, half of
Halfling, a dwarf,
Man.
and a human. It's usually like you find a piece of paper with a name, but the name is not a name. It's just a
Grace
drawing
release.
of a name. The name is a name. An iron name.
Terran Tosswoods.
Terran
name.
Tosswoods.
Terran Tosswoods. That's the first one that made me giggle.
Terran Tosswoods.
Sounds good.
So, what's our plan of attack now?
I'm literally running towards the dog's lads to see where they went.
So, do we have to... do we have to take any evidence of this guy to anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got his jacket. I guess that should be enough.
I think we should just keep his
Head.
tied body.
His whole body.
Yeah.
We can do the old head thing like we did.
Yeah, we
before.
can. I was gonna say we can chop his head off and put it inside old Barrow Boy.
Keep
I
a
don't
roll
think we
with
should-
mice bricks in there.
I don't think we should do that here.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, quick scan around. Is there any people watching
Mine's
us?
all those.
Eyes.
Strangely enough, on this day, as a blizzard starts to roll into Tourmaline,
Perfect.
no, how good are we looking? Just a quick glance?
I'll have a
Or are we
yeah,
actually going to stand up and make a perception check?
I probably wouldn't because I'm still down.
That's fair.
Checking,
Hacking a
yeah.
corpse, yeah.
Or healing him up now.
Ah, yeah,
Making
sure,
sure, like
sure.
nothing happened.
Yeah. Casual glance, there's no one around. The town square is empty.
I
I can feel the cold in me bones. There's a blizzard coming.
So you should probably pick him up because you're massive.
Do you want me to do the
I
head
have
thing?
pretty
or do you
high
wanna-
strength, so I'm
have the
happy
whole-
to take him as well.
Oh.
Well, just apparently we're taking the whole body and then
Do you want me to take the whole
decapitating it somewhere else.
Yeah, I was gonna let Dion, but I'm.
We'll do it so it looks like he's drunk.
Yeah.
You're like
And
2
we'll-
meters
Movie
away from
style.
us, so
Yeah.
you can probably yell at. Like,
How's it loose?
Well, I would tell
Ice.
Chicken that
Cool. So you managed
If we-
to origami him back together.
if we take his head
Close his
but
shirt
leave
up.
the body how it is, might be able to claim some gold from the mayor dealing with their undead problem. Can't fucking hurt. Get us some cash.
Kind of with him. Her on that one.
the mayor of this town.
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright.
They had an undead monster in the middle of their
Sure.
town.
Mm-hmm.
We helped them out. He could have eaten their children. He's a zombie.
Zambo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy with that plan?
Let's do it.
Take his
What
head.
else are we gonna do with the body?
Take his head off
Yeah.
as I go around my shoulder as we just perfectly made him look like he was drunk. Are we taking his head off?
Oh, we can do it whenever. Yeah, I'll do it
Oh,
right
fuck
now.
it, I'll drop
I think I also tell Chico, let's find the cart
Yeah.
with the box.
Yeah.
I'll start with my knife.
I'll start walking off with Estrid then. Are we all going? You coming?
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you've got no
absolutely.
blood, so it's a clean
It's clean cut, so.
cut.
Just like a
So
chicken
you
bucket.
remove Sefer Caltro's head.
Yep.
What are you doing with the body?
Lay
Leave
you
it in the street?
Oh, sorry, does he also have a key?
No. Bring it with you.
How's all
Bring
this?
it with us.
And then we can give it to the mayor.
Pies.
Proof.
I'll chuck him with
Because then
us.
if they want an autopsy, here's
I'll
the
want
body.
that key.
True, then we can prove that he's undead.
So
Okay,
the
that's,
head is gone.
that's, a
Two
good,
keys.
that's a good idea.
Is
Because
that going in the robot?
No.
the head's being hidden in the robot, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give the head to your robot if you want. I'll put some ice in there, keep it cold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
sure.
cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cold.
I don't know that.
It is ice.
What? Keep it fresh for later.
Actually, we want it to decompose more like a zombie.
So
Is the key made of iron?
iron key made of iron. Key is
Yeah.
made of iron.
Chunky?
Chunky key?
No, I guess it probably would be actually. It doesn't have a wolf's head. That's a little throwback to our last D&D campaign, where Nicole's notes were a whole page about an iron key made of iron, chunky key.
It wasn't a whole page, it was like 2 sentences.
Paragraph at
They were
least.
just really bad.
That took out the whole page in 2 seconds.
So we're leaving the body in the street.
No, I'm gonna.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
good idea. I'll
Yeah,
put
what? I thought we were.
So the head is off.
The head is off. Because
This group is all over the shop.
No, because we'll keep the head
Yeah.
hidden in the robot. That's we're taking for our original money.
Yeah.
And we'll give the body to the mayor to prove we
to
haven't
prove there's
had
an
a
undead
zombie problem. Then if he's like, I need to do test or whatever, the head was destroyed. So
Yeah, 'cause
double
we're-
payday.
Yeah, we're zombie hunters.
Think of all the stuff you could buy.
Yeah.
One dog sled, complete with enough dogs to pull us. Alright, so you managed to go and find the town speaker.
No, we're running after the
No,
carts.
no.
Yeah, we're
no,
going
We're
carts
going
first.
after
We're running after the dog sleds.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Come back for the body.
That's definitely what we're doing now.
Okay.
I'll,
Hey, apparently it's cold and bodies last forever in this environment.
So
Yeah, I would have
It's true,
kicked
they
a
do.
bit of snow over it just to like hide
No,
it.
we're
a little
holding
bit.
it.
We're holding it.
Definitely
Take it
holding
with
it.
Oh,
us.
we're
Take it with
holding
us.
it? Okay, good.
shoulder.
No,
Who's
let's
carrying
use
it?
it.
Steals our zombie.
Me, I'll wrap the arms around my neck and the legs around my front and make like a backpack.
I'm gonna wear you like a coat. Alright,
I am going to go to jail.
so fuck me. Hang on. Let me just think.
That's all I'm travelling around.
What was I? Yep, definitely.
Is the session.
So
Everything planned.
Yeah.
Oh god.
what was I? That's what I was checking. So as you make your way out into the blizzard, oh, that's a long blizzard. So you're tracking. I'm assuming. You can only see 30 feet in front of you. So make me a
Is that because of the blizzard?
It is. Make me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with that. Make me a perception check.
Play advantage.
You get disadvantage, but you get advantage, so just one.
Because of Natural Explorer.
Yeah.
16.
Fuck yeah.
So basically, a mile out of town, you track the sled. Lucky the blizzard's only just coming in, and you can see the panicked, some scorch marks here and there, and some burnt goods from the sled that was on fire. About a mile out of town, you encounter the sleds again. It looks like Torga and the remaining warriors are like hunkered down. They know the blizzard's coming, and they've kind of like got their sleds and stuff, and they're all kind of like camped up in a little tent.
What's the plan?
I mean, if they're in a tent, we can just.
I'm
steal
just
the
gonna
stuff.
like send
R2D20 in.
That's not even. That's like the worst name. Junior in there.
Yeah.
That's
Just wheel it. He's just gonna wheel in there and then sit there.
So they're all basically inside a tent.
Yep.
With the dogs and stuff in the tent.
Yep.
So it's like
down
a big
for the
tent.
blizzard. Yeah.
And then I'll walk in after him.
He's going inside the tent.
Yeah, I'm going in too.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, hi.
Ah, traveller. They wouldn't have seen you, would they? No, they wouldn't have.
Haha.
I'd move up towards like, so if like the tents are there, I'd kind of sit on there, just far enough away
You have
that I
both
could.
the keys. Classic.
I would sit just far enough away that I could hear, but not far enough. Nah, I wouldn't want them to see me because she would recognise me.
I will, because I'm not good at stealthing, hang about 30 feet of
30
visual.
feet away.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'll just
Alright.
point my ass down and wait for people to tell me what to do.
I'm not really that good at stealth either, so I would probably
Wait
hang.
with Shah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sit down together, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
The big
We
lads.
never do something dumb. This is good.
I'm sitting on this one.
It's only taken you like 2 hours to not do something dumb. That's good.
Ruin plan.
So highs or lows?
Lows.
Torga invites you in to wait out the blizzard with them.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So they have like a little warm fire and stuff, and some little hots of cocoa over the fire,
Yeah.
and they pour you out a little cup and offer you.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, sit down.
Why would have this little bit of...
Okay, so I need to ask one question. Is the lockbox inside here with us?
Are you looking specifically for it?
Yeah, but I'm like obviously just like talking and like looking around.
Make a investigation check.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Plus 5, 25.
X-ray vision kicks in.
He knows where the
Highs or
goal
lows?
is.
Highs or lows?
Highs. Can't believe a nat 20 makes me real highs or lows.
It's not in there.
Not in there.
It's basically like some tents, some stools. There's not a lot of like stuff hiding it. You can see that it is 100% not in here.
Okay. I'll send old Bebop outside then.
Highs or lows?
To find Estrid again.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Um,
I'll say also, just send him out. He might create a few fumes in here that are unpleasant for us all. I
you
forgot.
motherfucker.
I
Yeah.
forgot. Like, yeah, he can get like that sometimes, and he can survive out in the cold. Doesn't matter. He's just a little robot.
All right.
And then
Cool.
yeah, sit back down.
Torga makes a move to stop you from sending the robot out, and then sits down after your explanation.
And then I'll just, sit there and chew the fat with him, and yeah, he will roll out to where Estrid is, and then poof, pop his thing open, and just sit
Shoot
there.
a lightsaber up so Luke Skywalker can catch it.
No.
So it's nothing like R2D2 at all. Gotcha. Cool. So the little robot wheels its way through the piling snow, leaving a little track, and then bink, a little key comes out.
Well, I grab the key. I go.
Make me an investigation check.
Grab a squeeze.
Yeah, easy. And then make me a stealth check, and I'm going to give you advantage. It's blizzardy. It's loud. Fuck me.
25.
You're never getting advantage on anything.
I'm a stealthy boy,
Yeah.
Cool.
especially in the Arctic.
So you managed to locate. I'm assuming you're looking for the little fucking
Well,
cash box.
I already know from earlier that the first 2 carts were pointless,
Yeah.
and the 3rd cart has all the goodies in
Yeah.
it. So I'd be looking for the cash box and anything else of value that have in there.
Okay. So, are you opening it right now?
It depends if it was is it like a large couch? Like, it depends what it is. If it was something that would easily just grab it and walk,
One each.
I
I'd
think
probably
so.
do
I
that.
think it's a.
That could be fucked.
Like, it's just, like
What do
a,
you need, Adam?
those black little metal change boxes.
Oh, that's right.
Small locked
You're gonna
iron
hand me
strong
items.
box.
Which animal hand
Is it
on
attached, or is it...
It's a +0.
It is attached.
minus.
It is attached to the
So
thing.
I'd open
So
it
you
up
open
and
it.
clean it
As
out.
you open it, you find a satchel.
Is that the only thing in there?
You open up the satchel.
Sure.
There is a bunch of gold,
Yeah.
silver, and copper, and
Yeah.
a bunch of gemstones.
So I'd shove it into the bag.
Oh, payday.
I'd close it and lock the
Lock it
lock
back
box
up.
again,
Mhm.
but keep the key, obviously.
As you're searching, for it, and kind of like covering everything up, I just need to read this. Hang on. One of the sacks rolls off the edge
Grab
of the cart. And out, as you grab it, it opens. And an arm flops out.
Oh, what?
How big is this sack?
It's big.
Big sack.
Have a look. I don't like. So I'm looking through the whole their lead cards for anything that's nickable.
A value.
Value, useful, gems, money, poisons, fancy magical thingies. Anything that just looks like I'm like, ooh, shiny.
Shiny, exact.
But if I saw that, I would slip out one of my daggers and split the sack.
Inside is the corpse of a male half-elf
Do I recognise it
with a
as well?
stab wound in his chest.
Frosty stab wound.
Make me a.
Oh, I figured it out.
Make me a. It's not really history. Make me a memory check. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Awareness check.
Make me a
Intelligence.
Let me see what I roll, because it could be...
Insight.
insight. Thank you. Yeah, make me an insight check.
You sure?
Yeah.
21.
Hey!
So you know
Fucking hell.
that there is because you're a ranger and you're around 10 towns quite a lot. That there was a half elf that had a bounty on his head. You know that his name is nothing. He doesn't have a name.
The nameless.
You know that he came to 10 towns to disappear to try to escape the bounty. And you kind of put 2 and 2 together.
Where are all the dogs?
Inside the tent.
Okay.
You know, you kind of put 2 and 2 together that the bounty taking this guy can be collected in Lusk.
Okay.
That would have been like a 5th or 6th.
Was there anything else in the car?
Some rations, just some general cold weather gear and stuff like that, extra things. Just general.
So nothing really
adventurous
of value. I grab a couple bits of rations just for the meal or two for everyone.
Grab.
But I would.
You managed to find 7 ration packs.
I would grab that. Knowing what that is too, I would retie it and then just. It's going to be noisy,
Taking it with you.
but I'd try and. How blizzardy is it?
Why don't you get Big Boy to do
Is
it?
it a howling? Because they're not.
Yeah. It's
It's a howling blizzard. So I kind of, slowly pull it off the cart and then go find those. And then afterwards, I'd walk back. So I'd drag it along and I'd go back and I'd recover my tracks.
Cool.
And then I'd give it to Nicole because she's not carrying anything.
Okay.
And back, carry this, talk about
Another
it.
body.
Dead half elf to your inventory, I guess.
Yep.
No. Cool. Are you done? Would you like to send the robot back in? I don't know. If you, can he communicate to the robot, or does it only listen to you?
No, this is me.
Nah, I just let the robot follow me off.
Yeah, I just told him to follow me.
And then
Are you aware of the robot? Can you perceive it? You can't like sense it that it's far away from getting further away from you or anything like
and
that.
this blizzard's
I
starting
don't
to
even
get
get
heavy,
heaps
is
far
it?
away from me
Right.
though.
Did they see you? Oh no, they did. Yeah. Because when you got back, you did the bleeding thing. They would have. Yeah. So they've seen us.
She would have seen me.
It just obeys my command, so I guess.
So it just follows me
Yeah.
indefinitely.
Yeah, it just follows you.
So I'd go back to these two. I'd probably just be like, hey, can you carry this for me? I can't hold it. And then we're going back to town. And I'd lead these two through the
What's
blizzard.
the range? You know, does it have a range where you?
Just says it follows my commands.
Okay, so that would have to hear you and stuff like that.
Can I do?
So
Yeah,
if
so
it's like a mile away,
it'll just
you
follow
can't just
him.
be like, huh,
Constantly.
where did? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so given the blizzard's coming in hard, I'd use the natural explorer to get them back to town.
Make
without
me a
getting-
thing because you might get lost.
So we're moving from behind.
advantage.
Did you tell
'cause
it
you get
to follow?
disadvantage as well as
That's
Do
fine.
advantage.
Or
it?
find
Because
it.
it says,
Yeah, we'll just.
I guess
follow
you
you.
difficult
Just go and
terrain
follow
doesn't
us.
slow groups
Yep.
travel. The
Because you're
group
not
can't.
tracking anymore.
The group can't become lost except by magical means, and you remain alert to danger.
You're fine. Get it back. Don't even fucking roll the dice.
That rule's really
It
good.
is very good.
Very fast.
So I'd take those two back. Probably. Is it night
Yeah,
or
'cause-
dark or?
Yeah, because even if I'm incapacitated, it still
Obey
has
your
its
last
own
command.
action. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
right.
still has its own
Cool.
actions.
Cool.
How late? Is
How
it?
long are you gonna like the middle of the day?
Okay, I'd probably head back to whatever is on that edge of town, and just seek some shelter with those two,
Yep.
and just wait out the blizzard, knowing that.
Um,
How long are
Yeah.
you waiting?
So the blizzard finishes probably.
So,
Like I don't want it to be weird. Like I'm just like, all right, well, yeah, just gonna like walk back now. But the blizzard's still out there, and I'm like, yeah, no, it'll be good.
She'll be right.
I'm fine. And then
So
get lost.
you
in
come in from the
fucking-
north, and there's a tavern called the Blue Clam.
So we're going to the clam.
Going to the clan.
Um,
Two
But-
buddies.
so the blizzard lasts 6 hours.
Fuck.
So you're waiting out the 6 hours. Cool. As the blizzard ends, so what's that make? At 7 p.m. The crew kind of they're like, well, it's only 4 hours. I guess we're going through the night. That's our rest. And they says, oh, are you coming to Lonelywood? Are you going in the direction of Lonelywood?
No, I'm heading back towards Tourmaline.
Well, farewell. Safe travels.
You too, thank you.
So on your way back, it's only a mile.
I can see in the dark.
Make me a survival check to navigate.
Oh no.
He's lost in the wilderness. He's
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh!
I rolled a 3. Goodbye, cruel world.
Did
Jeez,
you ask
really?
for directions first?
Yeah, look. Well, I'm gonna make it seem as if I know where I'm going. I probably walked out the tent and they're like, yeah, Tourmaline's over there.
Towards the lonely woods. This is where you come with us now.
So after wandering in the snow in the dark for 2 hours, you come along and you stumble across two hunters. Who has the Chewinga lantern? You do still?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So you stumble across two hunters.
Yeah.
You see them from a distance. You know it didn't take you 2 hours to get out. So I'm assuming you would approach the hunters,
Yeah.
ask for directions.
Yeah.
They say, oh, actually, we're heading to Tourmaline now. Would you like to come with us?
Hells yeah.
So
How
basically,
good was that? See, everything works out.
you arrive 8 p.m.-ish.
Yeah.
So it's dark. you head back to Tourmaline. You come via the north. They say, "Oh, we're heading to the Blue Clam.
Oh, cool. What's that?
Would you like? It's the tavern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Would you like to come for a warming bowl of soup?"
Do they have mead?
Of course.
Oh, beautiful.
So because it's been like 3 hours, you've been waiting. No, sorry, it's been a lot longer than that. It's
Been like 10
7, 8 hours that you've been waiting in the tavern. You had quite a few
Astrid
drinks.
is right.
Where would you have
This is
hid?
what I was about to say. Are we just chucking them around the back and just let the cold get to the bodies, or are we like bringing them in, acting like they're really drunk? We
How were you holding the head like?
Yeah, we can't with this one, but that one maybe. What should we fucking do? Is there?
Would we have had time to
What's-
have dumped them in the room?
There is a forest.
I was gonna say, is this the one that's near the docks area?
There's a forest. There's also docks.
And where's the clam at?
Right here, the Blue Clam.
What if we just chuck them underneath the dock?
Get washed away.
Oh yeah, true. Or I could just sit out with them and just act like I'm fucked with two people.
One of them doesn't have a head.
Would
I can like fucking.
well, would you were saying you would have gone off and dumped it in the room?
Look,
That's a good idea. Yeah, we just
it
bring
would
it to our
have
rooms.
made sense to have done that.
Because that's
before
fine.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
Clam.
if you would
tuck
have,
them under the
because
bed.
you wouldn't have been drinking anyway. I would be.
Highs or lows?
Highs?
How many hours into the blizzard are we?
You guys,
Yeah.
basically the blizzard would have. What did I say?
How many?
5 hours left.
How many hours was it?
6.
So it's been 6.
Yeah.
I am.
How many beers in?
16 beers in.
Fuck me. All right.
I'm in a state.
You know you're in a state when you really know you're in a state. So you make it back to your rooms.
I'm just gonna,
Unnoticed. You don't encounter the young girl or anything like that. And I guess you just kind of stash them.
well, I'm gonna put mine in bed and make it look like it's curled up underneath and sleeping.
Without a head. Yeah. Cool.
Unless I can like chuck it under the bed. Is there like room underneath the
Yeah,
bed?
sure. Hold on.
I'll put the headless one on the
Yeah,
bed,
yeah.
and then do we want to put the one
Yeah,
with the
the
head?
one with a head on the bed. And just
No, it's
tuck
in
it
a big
stuff.
sack, right? It's a big.
Take it out of the sack.
Well, then we
In
could
a
put
big
just a
sack.
sack in the corner and says like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, we're fine then.
Yeah.
How common is in the 10 towns is like getting like bounties and stuff like that?
Well,
is it
'cause
like
it's-
a weird practice?
Because
or
it's
is it-
like far north,
Mm.
like often criminals flee there
Yeah.
because they're like, no one will ever find me in 10
Should we
towns.
cash it in now then?
No, because we gotta go.
To Luskin.
I wouldn't have time to
right.
have explained that because
Right,
I've had a couple of sneaky drinks.
16 beers in.
But
Fuck it.
it's not. Look, if someone was to question it, you're like, it's a bounty. You know, they're not gonna.
Someone might ask some questions,
Yeah, but you could.
but
those
yeah,
deflectable questions.
It smells
not
good,
uncommon.
It's a bounty. Do you want to be next?
Alright, and then we'll just go back to the tavern and see the state of it.
So by the time you guys kind of, you two, the big lads, kind of just sit there and you're just like, oh, I guess we'll get some food then. Estrid's like
Fast
fucking
forward.
double fisting fucking
Ruthless stories.
yeah.
I'll say.
By the time you make it back, Crumb, Estrid is 16 beers in, 16 meads deep. You are quite cold, sodden and damp, and your feet hurt from wandering in the wilderness.
White's grumpy, I imagine.
Yes. Would you like take your boots off and dry them near the fire, kind of thing? Nah, keep them on. Wet.
I've been around. I don't want some little kid to steal my shoes.
That's fair. So you kind of get a table where Estrid's on the dance floor.
I'm
fucking-
doing a sailor jig with my new sailor jacket on.
Oh boy.
Yep, that makes sense. So is there any information you want to pass to each other?
We didn't fuck it up this time.
Yeah, well done.
Well, I shouldn't say we.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Bit of miscommunication.
Okay. So catch each other up on information. The bodies are, the two corpses
that
are
was like dead
hidden
shit.
in the thing.
Oh yeah, what did we get?
Oh,
I would not be in a state to show them. That's a tomorrow problem.
oh fuck! We got a drunk person with
I
a
would,
lot on.
I would be dancing.
Yeah. Just
That's
jingle. Oh, you got it's a sack. It's a sack now, not an iron box.
Yeah, it's in my
It
bag.
was like,
It's in my bag.
hey!
So, do you let Estrid 16 beers in? Do you let Estrid do a thing, or do you try to like put her to bed, or
I
what's
don't
the
think
go?
I want to intervene with that.
Can I convince her to give me the bag?
Would you go on the dance floor and ask her?
Yep.
Alright, give me a. You're not gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll this. What's your
Okay.
bonus to persuasion?
Nothing.
And oh look, okay. I'm gonna say in your drunken stupor, you're like, yep.
Would I recognize who it is? I would not be handing. She would not be handing off coins to anyone if she didn't know them.
I gave you the key.
If she recognized him, she might.
Hazelers.
And Robot
Nice.
Boy's been dancing with you all
Look, I'd have stashed. How much? Did I pull a couple bags out or something?
It's a big sack. Like not a big sack. It's like there's a lot of coins in there. There is
Look,
over 200 coins in there.
there's no way I would have given it to Crumb. Don't trust dwarves.
Fair. Yep, absolutely.
Can't recognize them, but I probably would have stashed it in the robot because I'd be like, I
Okay,
know the
yep,
robot.
cool.
I probably would have stashed it in the robot.
Yep.
Cool.
And Crumb might not know that because I would have done it like hours ago.
So we
But
got
I
a
would
head.
have seen where he like popped it
Oh
open.
my god, the robot's
We
still
got a
following
head.
you on the dance floor.
Yeah. We're doing the robot.
And so the robot every now and then, whilst dancing, is just clinking a little bit.
My robot don't jiggle jiggle.
Oh.
It does, it's full of fucking coins.
And a head.
Cool, so I'll just get him to follow me again. And go back over the table with the guys. And,
Open it in the tavern.
we got to the room, do it.
Yeah.
Got a room.
Yeah.
We got some friends in the
I'm
room.
glad you
with
remembered
us.
the head was in there. That's
Yeah.
good. You going back?
Yep.
No one's going to stay with Estrid?
Nah, she's done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the prime element. I don't think we need to interfere.
I feel like
Estrid?
if we leave her alone, she could do some stupid shit.
Probably.
Cool.
I wouldn't mind that happening.
Yeah, me either.
So you get back.
Balances it out, you know?
You get back, and you push the sack of corpse to the side and make space, and everyone crowds in the room. Are you keen to see what's in the sack in the little bag?
Do they even know about the
Don't
bag?
care.
Did Crumb have to explain what we were doing?
I would have no fucking clue. 100%.
That's true.
I would have been watching.
Watching what?
Well, we were far enough away that we could
No,
see.
we couldn't because it was 30
You were
feet
30
of
feet
blizzard.
of blizzard.
Ah,
So we just sat
okay,
in the dark pretty much,
yep.
just going, we'll wait for mum and dad to get back.
Well, Torak knew that they were going up there to loot them.
Potentially.
Did you?
You know what I'll do? I'll pull out the 2 bowls of wine and poison and be like, look what I fucking got.
Which is which? I'm not. I am not
Maybe
drinking
different,
either of
surely.
those. You're like,
Are they the same
Size
bottle?
of those?
Size.
So the poison bottle would be tiny,
They're
right?
different sizes.
Okay, they're different
sizes.
Poison?
You
Different
got
type
2
of poison,
bottles of
but
wine.
wine.
You got 2 bottles of wine,
I got
but
2
one
bottles of wine
poison.
and 1 bottle of poison. And
Right.
a flint, and I got my flint back. I think I did very well.
well done.
You get anything?
Yeah.
Can't be that good. I got wine, got poison.
Just tip it on the beds. Well, is there like a...
Sure. Little table kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, absolutely, sure.
I'll just tip it on the
Wow.
table. That's what we got.
So, there is someone going to count it? Not you.
You do it.
Should I
Actually, I'll
count
Me?
it?
do
Yeah,
it.
you're
I'm
here.
a dwarf.
I've got
Yeah.
neg 1 intelligence. Don't make me count
So
it.
there is
Sorry.
125 copper pieces,
Oh, that's shit.
76 silver pieces, 7 gemstones of varying colours,
Ooh, they're
You hold them up to the candle light. They're probably worth about 10 gold each. And 92 gold pieces.
We played that pretty well, I'd say.
All worked out in the end, right?
Hell yeah.
And a nice leather sack.
Quality.
Yeah, dwarf crafted, you know that. Oh, black iron blades, that's right. Yeah.
I was better than him. Thank you very much. It's just a means to an end, Dion.
It's your day, mate. So, you, Estrid, stumble back very, very early in the morning, and you have a black eye. You called a Goliath shorty, and he got offended and clocked you in the face. So you get back with a black eye, you wake up in the morning, you don't remember how it happened, but you like roll over in the morning, you rub your eye, you're like, oh, that's a bit tender. Get on beers. So, that's probably going to be it for tonight. Would you like to make our plan, while it's fresh in your head, of what we're going to do next session? So in 2 weeks we don't have
A few things to do, don't
Yes.
So
sell the
I'd
bodies.
probably tell them the next day when I wake up and / remember
Yep.
that
So everyone take a long rest.
Take a
as
long
well.
rest.
Yep.
the body that I found. Do I need to get a short rest or something? Do I get a long rest?
That's rough.
Would any of you guys try to wake up Estrid early in the morning?
No.
Or are you just
I
going to
was
let her sleep
sleeping
off your
in.
hang up? You can have a long rest.
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the day. Why not?
Yeah. Find those. But I just go looking for those three.
Alright, so
Hours by now.
what's our plan?
So I would tell them that the body I think I recognise as being a bounty, which we could hand into Luskin. In Luskin is where they're claimed. I don't know what it's worth, but
Oh.
usually these things are pretty tidy, and we don't have to do any work.
So let me just quickly double check.
Then we want to see the mayor here for the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say my plan. Well, I thought we could go to the mayor / whatever here with the headless corpse and tell them not only keep us in their good books of brawling in their town, but also ask for a bit of a reward because
cheeky.
they had as undead creature come into their town, and we can make up a way that we figured it out. We've been tracking it.
They would just say we're zombie hunters, undead hunters.
And I'd also let them know that I spoke to one of Torga's crew when we went around the corner, and he let me know. Well, he was going to sell me for 20 gold coins. He could claim that if I gave him my name and my town, they could keep me off the list of chosen victims for the offering.
Oh.
And that the note that we found, the name on the note we found could be related. But I don't know how that works. And that's all the things I did.
And then we got the head for.
We've got the head for the dwarf,
The
the
head for the
shield
dwarf.
bearer.
Head for Sophie.
I'd also tell them that I split everything that we found.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets 23 gold coins.
Nice.
So 23 gold, you said?
Yep.
I would also ask him, are the shiny gemstones, 'cause I don't know much about gems, I would ask him, are the gems something useful to use, or are they something just for money? 'Cause
They're
I
just
wouldn't know.
money.
They're not a tinkery thing.
No.
Yeah, you can't use them, can you? No.
So Luskin,
And
sorry,
How
everyone
much
gets
was it?
9,
27.
23 gold,
23 gold.
19 silver,
19 silver.
and 31 copper.
Kill.
How much silver did Torga throw at me?
got 2 silver pieces. So before you get carried away, Luskin is a city that's not in 10 towns.
Oh.
It's south of 10 towns.
Oh,
So there's
fuck.
the mountains. Hang on, let me just get the map.
So it's been more of a
That's
trek
not
with
so
that.
So it's quite far away. Because there's a tavern called the Loscan Arms, and I was like, oh. But then reading about the tavern, the settlers are from Loscan, the city. So it's on the Sword Coast. It's not even close.
That sucks.
But yeah, it's basically like, so there's a big mountain, the spine of the world. It's south of that. It's considered by many to be like the last bit of civilization before nothingness. Most people consider
Do
10
we
towns to be
Then
nothingness.
do the head for that, and if we get there at some point,
It's gonna decay and stuff.
yeah, true.
Right? That's alright.
It's real cold all the time.
Yeah, so it might keep it better.
I'm really gonna walk around with a head the whole time. That curious.
You might be able to go to one of the bigger towns and find somebody who's willing to
Do
buy
it
the
for
bounty
us.
from you.
We could do
Try
that.
that, yeah.
You might not get the full bounty.
At least some.
What is the bounty? Do we know what the bounty is? How do we know roughly what bounties are usually? Like, are they
Depends
hundreds
on the
or
crime. Some it could be 10 gold. It could be 1,000 gold.
Jesus Christ?
Depends how severe and high level the enemy is.
And that's pretty much it, right? There's nothing else that we're forgetting.
Did you?
We've also got.
You
So the
gotta-
things we need to do is, we've no point going to Luskin, but we need to go back to the Shield Bearer,
She is in.
this first town,
Brinjander.
Brinshanda, and then there's the animal-y things in some town,
Oh,
Dugan's
in,
Hold.
Yeah.
Dugan's Hole, and then we need to get more oil for the lamp at some point too.
It's just regular oil. It's not magical oil.
Oh, okay.
You might have been able to actually steal some off the.
We've got oil still.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
still
would you
got
like
two
to
more.
steal some? Would you like to have stolen some more off the?
Yeah, knowing we
the
need it. I
cards
would
and
have.
stuff.
Look, I
Okay.
probably would have purchased it when I was making the fake
Yeah,
purchases.
Yeah.
When I was trying to get info,
Mhm.
and then I would have given it to whoever has the lantern.
Also, we have the 7 gemstones worth 10 gold coin each. Well, I know they're about that. So I wasn't obviously really sure how to divide it because it doesn't divide between 4 people
No,
evenly.
no.
Alright.
So do we just
Why don't we
go and
keep the
sell them?
gems-
Add
keep
it
the
to
gemstones
the.
for now?
You've done it now. I was gonna say add the 70 gold to the gold and then
I was
divide
gonna
it.
say, you can just keep it, I guess. And then when we get to it and we need to use it, just use it.
It'd be what, 18 gold?
17 gold. Yeah.
That's fine. It's extra 17 gold.
Fuck yeah.
Won't
Rich
whinge about
AF.
that.
Cool. So we've got our list of all the things that our little tasks.
We only really have 2 things to do, don't we?
You may
Dragon's
have
Hole
Pacific Corpse.
and Brinshanda. And then
Then we can do the whatchamacallit?
I guess the problem's gonna be
So we are here.
Chewinga's on the way.
Tourmaline.
Chewinga's, whatever it's called.
Here is Brinshanda. We have to go to Targos. Well, to take the path, the easiest is to go to Targos and then back to Brinshanda. Or we can go across town. Dugan's
Cut
Hole
across.
is
Down
down
the
the bottom.
so that's a future problem.
Mm.
The problem Torga's up to something. You gotta figure out whether he was acting alone or whether she's in on it.
The dwarf.
Potentially.
Because the
Yeah,
problem is
Hilda.
we never really got proof that he was.
Where's
the one
where's
doing it.
East Haven?
East.
There could be others.
And we don't have the dagger to prove it either. Because it melted
We got
away.
the sword.
Right in the middle.
Well, yeah.
Yes, we got the sword,
Okay.
that's right.
Oh, I should add that to my inventory.
Yeah, definitely have that.
Ice sword. It
Nice.
might even, if you search for weapons, it might even have ice sword. And then if you ask me, like, tell me what its stats are, I can confirm.
Is it a longsword?
Yes.
Is it actually called Ice
It's called
Sword?
Ice longsword. Sorry.
Frostband longsword.
What's the damage? Nah, it's just called Ice Longsword. That's right. I'll make it.
1d8 plus 1d6 frost.
Nah, it's better than that.
Fucking hell.
I'll do it up as a weapon and then add it. Just put a note in your thing, Nicole, because I can make a weapon and then you can equip it.
Okay.
Because that'll make your dice
That'll be
rolling
good
and
for you.
everything easy.
Because you'll be able to double hand it.
And it
as
can
a
be
barbarian.
used single-handed or
And
double-handed.
single-handed,
Yeah.
yeah. Sweet.
Sweet. So potentially Hilda might know who to talk to next about the
I think that's
Your
probably the play,
suspicions
isn't it?
of like what to do, who to talk to, who you can trust. All right. Any last little notes or questions we need to add before we forget about D&D for 2 weeks?
I don't think so.
The town doesn't look like they're pissed off at us or anything, from what we can tell.
From what you can tell, you got off scot-free.
Sweet.
You literally murdered a dude, cut his head off, and filleted him, and nobody saw a thing.
And necked another one.
Yeah. And got paid for it.
Sick.
No, we haven't been paid yet, have we?
Well, no.
Well, that's
I'm gonna-
the end of session 5.
I'm going to blame the guy that got an arrow in the throat on the zombie dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Got in the way.
Remember that.
Alright, thank you all for watching. I guess that's us done, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks.